don't gotta work tomorrow. I got sick time.
And we're live.
You froze on my screen.
Oh,
for a
I
second.
froze. Oh my gosh.
No,
I'm
he
so
didn't.
sorry. Did I freeze?
I thought you just paused
Oh
for a
yeah.
long time.
I kind of
Oh,
did.
so you
pause.
saw it too?
I did pause. I paused at the.
No, he paused. He did that, and he held it because I was talking.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, chat.
Why would you do that?
But here
Yeah.
okay.
We're fucking here. It's the Get Back, baby. It's Lewis. It's Jessica, and Thomas. The dynamic duo, better than LeBron and D Wade, better than Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, better than Tim Duncan and Tony Parker. One of the greatest duos we've ever seen in the Get Back history, in sports history. Fantastic. Jess, how you doing?
It's me and Thomas, right?
Yeah, of course. That's what I said.
That's the dynamic
course.
duo.
Yeah, you and
Okay,
Thomas.
I was gonna
Of
say because
course.
there's 3 of us. But yes, we are a dynamic.
I don't matter.
duo.
I don't matter. I'm Ray Allen. I don't matter. I only make a shot when it matters. I don't matter. I got it. Listen, I'm a guy. I don't matter. I understand. It's good.
And
He appreciates all the love.
There's a reason why
That's
you're
fair.
in the center, Jess.
period. And then
There you
we have Daniel. For me, at the top left corner. Top left corner, holding it
I'm here.
strong.
I'm just a guy. I'm
Wait,
just
Daniel,
the
do you
guy.
have if your chat is showing, then maybe that's why. Because I'm middle too, but that's because I think I have like the chat box open. Once you collapse that, it goes to like the what Lewis is seeing.
Yeah.
I like
I
it
like
better
having-
this way.
Because I like having the tab room for Google Chrome. That's why I don't have it like full screen.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Before this chat, we made a bet with Daniel that he's not gonna be able to finish watching all his Oscar movies.
In the words of the great Sonny Hayes.
Oh, this fucking guy, yo, with Sonny Hayes, yo. Let me fucking flip my card. Guys, I'm so fucking cool. Guys, I have a card. Huh. Keep it in my pocket. I'm so fucking cool, guy. Oh, flick up the fucking base.
Bounce my base.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
fucking cool. Real
Yeah.
fucking cool, Sonny. Okay? But now, speaking of sunny days, chat, did you guys go out on Saturday?
No. I was. I
No,
had
no, we
reasons.
didn't get a chance to meet because I ended up having to do something else, and then I ended up at the very, very last minute covering my coworker shift.
Oh, okay. But
I
yo-
was supposed to go out, and then I got a text.
Oh.
I'm
No.
sorry.
Not from you. I'll explain later. Not from
Oh.
you. Don't worry.
Oh,
it's not you.
okay. Oh, okay.
And
Because
I,
you know
You're not
if
the
I
reason.
cancel,
I-
you know it's because I have no choice.
I
but
know.
to.
I know. It's not you. I promise it's not you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you after the stream.
I went on a walk that Saturday. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, it was so sunny that it took my eyes an hour to adjust to the sunlight.
Where did you take a walk to?
I was in Prospect. It took me
Oh.
almost an hour to adjust my eyes. I'm like, damn, it's fucking bright in this bitch. God damn, fuck, damn, it's mad
Listen.
bright out here. Fuck,
But you've also been indoors a lot because the weather's been crappy.
Yo,
so
it's
your
been
eyes,
crappy,
we need
bro.
an adjustment.
I needed that
Listen.
sun, bro. It's good.
Jess knows this. She knows this. I work overnight. I don't know what the sun looks like. Okay. Listen, I need to go to a beach because I'm like wider than an albino. Like it's bad.
Yo, we need to get you
I look
to
sick.
Italy, bro.
We need to. I need to see the sun more. It's bad. I don't know what the sun looks like. I don't know. Is it yellow? Is it orange? Is it pink? I don't know what it looks like.
He doesn't
Is it
see the
purple?
sunlight.
Is the sky still blue? What happened to the sky? I see darkness. I live in the darkness now.
Fair. No.
I have night vision all of a sudden. It's crazy. Don't work overnight. If you can, don't work overnight.
Don't work.
Changes you.
Yeah. No. Well, speaking of change, the NFL salary cap, it has changed. Okay, this is the milestone for the NFL. It is finally, for the first time ever, topped over $300 million for each team. That is a $22 million increase from last season at $301.2 million, Chad. That's a lot of money. sorry.
Um,
Talk about it.
yeah.
Yeah, Jess.
No, I mean, I don't know how to feel about it yet. They don't bring it up every year, right? They don't raise
Yeah,
it
they
every
do.
year.
They do.
It hasn't
Every
gone
single
up
year?
this every single year, but it hasn't gone up this much in like ever. Like usually it's like 10 to like 8, maybe. 22 is a big number. That's huge. And it's
Well,
like, go ahead.
no, keep going. Explain.
Well, I was gonna say I think it just shows that whatever the NHL is doing off the field, whatever Goodell is concocting with ad revenue and sponsorships and the football outside of the states, as much as we can complain about it, it's working. They're making money. They're making profit. Their ticket sales are through the roof. Jersey sales are through the roof. Everything that they're doing clearly is working because they're able to give teams more money to spend, more money to spend on players. Players are getting paid, can get paid more money now. So everything that's going on outside of what's going on the field is working. They're with their expansion outside of the states to the ad revenue, the Super Bowl obviously played a big part in it. Networks, media deals, all that. As much as we complain about it, it's working. They are a $1 billion industry. It continues to grow each and every year.
They
22 is
make
a
more than
lot,
$1 billion, I think. They make way more than a billion
right?
dollars a year.
Just like layman's terms, like they are
Yeah, yeah,
making
yeah.
a lot of money, right? And so they're able to kind of now, and like 22 is a lot. There's opportunity for it to go up again even more next year.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how that's the crazy part. Like
Yeah.
they could be the first like team or the first like what is it league to get like $400 million salary cap. Like that's a possibility per team. So it's gonna get to the point where you know how baseball players have stupidly big contracts. NFL players are not that far behind. They're gonna get paid a lot more money now. So I think it shows the growth of the league in that whatever Goodell has done pathway wise and revenue wise has worked, and to a degree it shows a healthy league in that aspect. Of that if you do invest in it, you are gonna get that return back and then some.
Mm-hmm. Like, this is the fourth most that the cap has ever jumped all time. The highest number that it ever has jumped was from 2023 to 2024, where it jumped over $30 million. So this number is very significant. It's top 5 ever. The fifth closest, I think, is what, 16 million, 16.5. So yeah, this is a huge fucking number. This is nothing to scoff at, and it breaks the $300 million seal. And it's going to get bigger because the last 3 years, 2025 to 2026, right? 23.8 mil, in 2024 30.6, and then in 2023 16.6, and then 2022 25.7 mil. Like, these are big fucking numbers. And from 2020 to 2021 it actually went down. It went down $15 million in the cap, probably because of Corona. Um, they just keep blowing it out the water. They keep jumping up in percentages. This is like on average between the last 5 years a 10% increase in their revenue and into the salary cap. So it's fucking phenomenal, fucking fantastic. It's NFL is cooking, and a lot more guys are going to be asking for that money. JSN might get that $41 million, chat. He might get that $41 million he's asking
Well,
for.
no, it's good that they're raising the salary cap, but they have to. I mean, you got 52 players on a team. You have to, like, that's, you need a large salary cap. You're not a 11-man team. You're not a 5-man's team. You need that type of money. But I just feel like they're just gonna give that shit to the fucking quarterback. The quarterback's still gonna soak up most of that salary cap. They are really trying not to pay other players that are not the quarterback. Like, the wide receivers had made it, right? They've gotten to the point where they're demanding just as much, if somewhere in the ballpark of like quarterback. But other positions, they still have to fight kind of like tooth and nail, especially for guaranteed. So I feel like I really want to see it dispersed a bit better amongst the players.
Yeah. Like if you're
Your
not,
Well,
number one
yeah,
defensive guy needs to get paid. Other positions need to get paid other than the quarterback. I think I'm tired of seeing them get ridiculous contracts, and then the rest of the team has to suffer. Like it's stupid.
well,
And then because at the end it doesn't help them. So
how would you feel,
give it
Jess,
away.
about how would you feel if you do what the NBA does and you set a cap on how much a certain player can make? Like, say the quarterback can only make 50 million, the wide receiver can only make 35 million max. Running backs can make 30 million max. O line can make 25 million max. Would you feel
I'm
like
not against
that's
it because I feel like that is a healthy boundary. It's a boundary to make sure that you can spread the rest of your salary cap to other players that you want to maintain. Now maybe some players don't have to look for another team. Maybe you can keep a lot more people. It should be easier to reconstruct tracks now. I just feel like the most important thing is that these contracts are just not guaranteed. And that's the part that sucks. So if
right.
they are getting more money and it's still not guaranteed, at least, and the rest of their contract is not guaranteed, at least the bit that is, it'll be more. So it's an up and up for the players for sure. And
and
just
the,
so
the
you know, I
mhm.
feel like if their salary cap is 300, you can only imagine what the actual revenue is for the owners.
Oh, it's not even
It, it's
comparable.
it's ridiculous. It's
This is
no,
this
no.
this is
So
not even
it's
like an
like
eighth of what they
it
make.
should kind of be more. It should be more. It should be
Right,
more.
right.
But this is good. This is good.
And
And I
I
guess all
think
those boycotts didn't really work. Sorry, certain group of people.
to backtrack from it, and then we'll get into the owner conversation. A reason why I propose like an NBA type thing with max deals is because I feel like now it's gonna incentivize players, specifically agents, to now reset the market again. To say, oh well, you got an extra 10 million. Why can't my quarterback be the highest paid quarterback in the league at $300 million contract? Why can't my receiver get $41 million? Those numbers are going to continue to go up. So whatever Josh Allen just set is going to be broken now. Whatever JSN sets will be broken in 2 or 3 years, because now they have the money to now break that deal, and the players are going to demand that. The great players are. So I feel like it's going to get to a point where we're going to get to the baseball level bullshit where it's like these contracts are going to get out of control. Now the owners can pay it. I'm not saying they can't, but then you're left with the other guys, the third string receiver, the backup running back, the entire O line being now underpaid because they can't pay them because the quarterback's getting 3/4 of the salary cap. So now you hurt the rest of your team. So I feel like baseball can do that because baseball has no salary cap. When the NFL, if you max out your contracts and you give your players, resetting the market value on money and deals, you kind of screw your cap over astronomically, and it hurts the back end of your roster instead of the front end. So I feel like a max
I
contract
mean,
thing would
that's
make sense, and over years it would
no,
go
I'm
up a
not
little,
against
little bit,
it.
little bit, little bit.
I'm
But the
not
players
against
never
it
go for it.
because
That's going to be the problem.
what sucks is sometimes you give these massive contracts to quarterbacks and then they end up sucking. Sometimes they end up not. They're just mid.
Yeah.
You're not winning playoff games. You're not even getting into the playoffs. But here's $375 million. Like that's ridiculous.
Guys,
So I feel like
I
there
have I
should
have
be
a
max
solution.
contract. I agree because I just feel like with this raise, you're just gonna give it over to fucking Patrick Mahomes and like Joe Burrow. Not to say that they don't deserve it, but it's just like the salary cap increase is just gonna go to their pockets. It's not gonna go to. That's the downside. I honestly don't think it will go to other parts of the team. It should, but I feel like this is just more money for the quarterback and his number one receiver.
You know what I call this? Positional value. If you touch the ball a lot, you probably gonna get paid the most. It's quarterbacks. Linemen, D linemen, and corners, wide receivers. Then you get to anybody else who wants a little bit of scrap. You probably pay safeties and linebackers and running backs the least, unfortunately, because those positions are just the more replaceable positions in the league.
But they should still get more money when they get paid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whatever they get paid now should be raised.
Don't get it twisted. Like, the elites at these positions, they will get their bag. But the overall position itself won't be that high paying. Like, the best running back gets paid this much, but a guy who's like mid, probably not even fucking touching his boots. You know what I mean?
But you want what I feel like should happen, and this would force owners to pay more money because now they have to do this. Because the salary cap increase, the league minimum should increase. If a guy's on a minimum deal, vet minimum deal, whatever that price is, that now has to go up too, because the salary cap went up. Practice squad guy should get paid more because salary cap went up. The 53rd guy should get paid more because salary cap went up. So because now that's increased, we have more money to play with, they should get more money in their pockets as well. There shouldn't just be a one-way street for one or two players and the owner. A whole roster should see an increase in their pocket value and what they're getting paid.
Well, this season we'll learn. We'll see if that's what they're going to do. Yeah.
Like the first big dominoes to
See how it
fall
goes.
will be the wide receivers who are looking to get paid. If we see a brother like George Pickens getting like close to 38, yeah, I think we've gone too far. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Because some of these guys, right? They're really good players, but like, are they really worth that? And that's a whole thing about value, right? And what do we value? And some teams can afford it, and some teams, they value certain positions more, so they would pay that premium price, or they might even pay more, just to have that player on their team because they think it will elevate their team.
Well, this is what happens when an agent does their job right and they get their guy the most money. Is now we look at T. Higgins' contract, and all second-string receivers are like, well, T. Higgins got $100 million. Where's my bag?
Yeah.
Is T. Higgins worth $100 million? I mean, probably. But is the second-string guy on the Jaguars worth $100 million? Probably not.
Hell no.
But he's going to ask for that.
Oh, fuck.
Because you know why? He could reset the market. So that's going to be the situation with George Pickens. Jason wants 41. Next guy's going to want 45. This is how this works. Contracts. It's going to get to a point where it's going to get out of control the larger we go. We're going to get the $400 million quarterback very soon.
You know what it's giving as well? It's given when Jason
Better
Tatum,
come after he wins a Super Bowl. It better come after he wins the Super Bowl.
It's given when Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum got their contracts from Boston, where their contracts were like $60 million, and then it goes all the way up to like $70-something million. It's fucking ridiculous. It was insane. The contract extensions that they got, the super duper max, I feel like that's what it's called. I know that's not what it's called, but it should be called the super duper uber max, because they're getting paid fucking ridiculous amounts of money, but yet these teams are still really good. So I don't know, Jim. I don't know, but less players. So that kind of makes sense. Let's get that bag, yo. I can't wait to see what mediocre player gets $30 million. I can't wait. I can't wait to see who's gonna try to reset the market this time. I really can't wait. So I'm prepared for that. But you know what? Some of these Vikings players weren't prepared for potentially getting traded or cut. The Vikings are planning to trade or cut Aaron Jones and Javon Hargrave. This basically is a move that will save them $18.65 million in their salary cap. Because the Vikings are, in this article at least, were roughly over $43 million over the $301 million salary cap. So let me get this fucking straight. The Vikings had $344 million as their cap hit for the whole year. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. And they don't even have the quarterback yet. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, I think the Vikings are just in a very, very bad position. I think their GM obviously handed out bad contracts. And when push came to shove, they picked the wrong quarterback. And it's going to be a situation where Kevin O'Connell gets screwed over. I think the head coach gets screwed over here. I think you're looking at him. They're expecting to win with all the players that they have, but it's just not going to happen. Their team is old. JJ McCarthy didn't prove that much. You have the best receiver in the NFL and nobody else to help him. And it's like you're playing in a division where the Bears are better than you and growing better. The Lions are exponentially better than you and just had a bad year, I feel like, and they're still better than you. And the Packers are just better than you. You're the fourth team with the highest cap hit in that division. But you have, arguably, the best player in that division, and for Justin Jefferson. So it's like, they're in a very, very awkward spot where you feel like that's a team that should be contending, but they're just not going to. They're going to win maybe 4 to 5 games, get a top 5 pick, maybe 6 or 7, 8, and they just won't be good. And Kevin O'Connell is going to be the one who gets all the shellacking and gets all the hate and gets all the, is going to be on the hot seat, which I feel like is unfair to him. Because he didn't build this absolute mockery of a team. So if I'm Kevin O'Connell, I think I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice because what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Whoa! Look at this chat. Hold on. Okay. You know what it is? Because I need to understand who was vouching for Sam Darnold in that room. I really do need to understand because I feel like Sam Darnold really just changed the trajectory of the Minnesota Vikings franchise for many years to come, right? And I need to know who was advocating for him in the room because if Kevin O'Connell was advocating for him, if I'm the GM, this coach has shown me this coach has shown me that he could win games with Kirk Cousins at the helm. He's shown me that he could win games with quarterbacks that shouldn't be able to win games in this league because they're buns, right? He's shown me that he could put up a fucking crazy offense and also have Brian Flores as his DC who's committed to this team and wants to build the top 5 defense and has done that in multiple years, right? So for the GM to then look at this 15-2 year of the Vikings, or 14-3, excuse me, only 1 game less from 14, 15, right? To be able to look at Sam Darnold and say, he's not worth that $33 million a year. We got to keep JJ McCarthy. We got to see what he's got. Right? That's where the fuck up has happened. Right? And I don't think that Kevin O'Connell was okay with that move. Maybe he liked JJ McCarthy. Right? He liked him enough to draft him. He thought he had good potential. He picked up Sam Darnold on a flyer because he's like, fuck it. He's young. He may get the start. I don't know. We'll see how he does. I'm a fucking quarterback whisperer. I make fucking Nick Mullins look good. So let's see what I could do with Sam Darnold. Fuck it. Why not? We may be shit, but, JJ McCarthy's injured. We'll see what happens. And then they fucking destroy the league. They fucking are playing out of their mind. Sam Darnold has fucking a great fucking year. And then they just decide to pivot. And I feel like that fucked up their whole trajectory as an organization. And it sucks because the fact that I could pinpoint the downfall of your organization with one move, criminal. Criminal.
I agree.
Well, I feel like, too, you have to remember the Vikings were rebuilding with JJ McCarthy. Right? They were getting younger. They were choosing to rebuild. When they went with a young quarterback, we weren't expecting them to be great with Sam Darnold. It kind of feels like they jumped the gun really quickly. They took that leap when they went 14-3. And they were expecting, oh, with JJ, we'll just kind of be almost the same. And that didn't happen. So now it feels a lot worse than where they were. It feels like this team is not as... They're not in the right space where they should be. They should be a lot better than they are, and they're not. Is kind of what I'm getting at. Right? And if you're telling me that they're a quarterback away, that's fine. But then you have to go sign a quarterback. You can't tell me J.J. McCarthy is the answer. If you believe that Brian Flores, Kevin O'Connell, and this offense, this defense is really good. It was really good last year. Can go out and be first place in this division, which is loaded. Go get a quarterback who win for you. Go get Kirk Cousins again, because that worked. He's a free agent. Go get a Mac Jones. Better than J.J. McCarthy. If you're telling me this team's a quarterback away, go get a quarterback. You're already over the cap. Go get a quarterback. I get it, Aaron Jones, Ron Hargreaves, they're good players, they're great players. They're replaceable. If you're legit a quarterback away, go get a quarterback.
Yeah. And it's like because... But I feel like Aaron Jones, good player. Javon Hargrave, good players. They kind of didn't really do too much in Minnesota. Right? Aaron Jones was spotty, a little bit unhealthy in certain moments. Javon Hargrave also was just not that good with Minnesota. Right? So I don't think they're losing much in terms of talent. But fuck, it sucks when like you sign these guys, you bring them in, you have a great year. And then it just all fucking falls apart because of one guy. Number 9, J.J. McCarthy. Number fucking 9. They really believed in him. And it showed in the GM's incompetence because he got fired. He picked the wrong guy.
And real quick, last point I made on this real quick. I feel like the Vikings have to make a choice. Either A, we're going to commit. We're going to go out one more time, sign some key players, and go for it again in this division. Or we're going to rebuild. We're going to cut all the old talent. We're going to see what we can get, draft-wise. And we're going to see if we can rebuild this. Because I feel like in right now in their division, they're maybe at best the third best team right now. Yeah. With a top 5 defense and the best receiver in the NFL, you can't be the third best team in your own division. So something has to change somewhere.
Six, 7, fuck it, we'll turn it into a 9. Why not? I don't know, Jim.
6, 7.
I don't unless JJ McCarthy takes that fucking big leap, they aren't going anywhere. They're not, but it sucks because Sam Darnold took that leap with them. You had the guy who made the leap, and then you just let him go, and then he kept fucking jumping. He kept leaping. He leaped into the Super Bowl and then won. With a defense that was just as good as yours, probably. When everything was clicking, Minnesota's defense was pretty good, too. Justin Jefferson and JSN, kind of comparable. The running back room, Kenneth Walker, Shaq Sharper, they ain't that different from Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones.
Look, I'm just saying, one of my hot takes for the year. If the Vikings get off to a bad start, Kevin O'Connell will be fired.
Oh, that sucks.
If they start the year 0-4, 0-5, I think they're going to fire him.
That would be a terrible look for them if they did that. They should not do that.
Brian Flores leaves too. He's like, fuck it, I'm out of here.
I don't think he's the problem.
He's not.
He's not, but somebody's got to take the blame. And it's unfortunate that it's going to be him because it shouldn't be, and you're right. But somebody's got to take the fall.
Maybe he'll go, if that happens, maybe it'll be a good direction for him. Maybe he'll end up, since I don't think he's the problem, I think he'll probably get offers very quickly. He will be out of a job for maybe a week. And then
fuck it, back to the 49ers. Let's go back to Shanahan.
Oh, fuck. Go back to LA with fucking
but I
McVay.
think he may.
You piece of shit.
I think it all depends on how bad of a taste he has in his mouth for head coaching. He may be like, no, I love this. I don't want to be no one's coordinator or assistant coach. I want my own team.
The Jets.
Well, he'll go be a coordinator for like half a year, and then he'll be like, Yeah, but I want to be a head coach though. I'm gonna win a Super Bowl as a coordinator with McVay, and then I'm gonna go be a
Hey,
head coach
Daniel.
somewhere.
If the Jets get off to
Yeah.
an 0-5 start, fire Aaron Glenn. If Minnesota
Yeah.
in this world, they fire Kevin O'Connell, who says he
Yeah.
doesn't show up to New York?
He better.
Try to build a winner. Who says
He better.
doesn't?
He better. He better.
He fucking better. Get him over here now. Pay the bag. That motherfucker has shown that
Him
he
and
can
Arch
win
Manning
with
is gonna
Sam.
be great.
Oh, dude, that's talent.
Him and Arch Manning on the Jets next year. Let's do it. Why not?
Why not? Well, speaking of the Jets,
Let's go.
I'm glad we started bringing them up. I'm glad we brought up New York's favorite team. We didn't ask, but we brought them up. They made a trade, an interesting trade in my opinion. So the Jets traded Jermaine Johnson to the Tennessee Titans in exchange for defensive tackle T'Vondre Sweat. Now, ESPN is grading this an A- trade for the Jets and a C- trade for the Titans. I'll give my 2 cents on this real quick. Jermaine
Yes, you
Johnson had a down year, but the whole Jets defense had a down year, right? You
Yeah.
know. He's, maybe not the best player. And Jets have the second overall pick.
You're not making a good argument.
And also the Jets, they have the second overall pick. They might be taking edge with that pick. They might take an edge player, right? So the Jets are like, you know what? Let's get rid of this edge who just hasn't been playing. He has decent trade value. And we'll get a guy who, in T'Vondre Sweat, who may not be the pass rusher that we love, but who knows, we could develop him to fucking make him a beast in the run game because he's a bit large. He's a large human who can stuff, the run sometimes, right? And who knows, maybe he comes in situational, comes on early downs. You get your pass rush unit on third down, right? Maybe he's a very situational player. But I think they're seeing it as we're going to draft an edge. We just don't have a fit for Jermaine Johnson. If we can upgrade on the interior, then potentially, that gives us a more well-rounded team. That's what I think.
So where is your issue? Because it sounds like you have an issue with this trade somewhere.
It's the Jets. The Jets are trading way decent players. You know what I mean? Jermaine Johnson coming out of the draft was, really good. And then he just kind of fell off a cliff. But all Jets players fell off a cliff. You know what I mean? Like, all Jets players are fucking sad
So are
right
you
now.
worried that this new that what's coming, are they going to fall off a cliff once they get here?
I don't think T'Vondre Sweat has the capabilities or the potential that Jermaine Johnson has or had.
Well, okay. I'll say this, right? I'll say this. This is how I see the trade. I think I'm with you. I think the Jets are committed to drafting edge second overall pick. I think they're getting the kid out of Ohio State. I think that's all but clear because they ain't going quarterback, right? So I feel like they're going to get the edge out of Ohio State, whose name I'm forgetting right
Arvo Reese.
Arvell Reese. They're going to draft Arvell Reese. They have Will McDonald, who had a pretty good year last year, and they like Will McDonald. He could be something. So he was already going to be the starting edge on one side. You take Arvell Reese on the other side. On the interior, you already have Harrison Phillips and some other guys who could be there. Jermaine Johnson just did not. He would have been the third linebacker or the third edge guy, and you can't do that to Jermaine Johnson. It's not fair to him. He has more talent than that, and they're not going to be able to commit time to him playing because he's not producing at the level where McDonald or Arvell Reese might. So you're able to trade for a guy in Sweat, who your run defense was good, but this guy was insane at run defense. He was 5th overall, in run prevention and run stop. He's a big guy on the interior. You just lost Quinton Williams, who you needed to replace as his replacement. And while he's not the level of Quinton Williams, he can stop the run like Quinton Williams could. So you're able to kind of replace that without giving up too much, and you're able to replace Jermaine Johnson without giving up too much. So I feel like it's a very fair trade. Now, again, I don't – it's the Jets. I understand it. But I feel like with the player that they've had so far, they traded for John Mechie. They traded for A.D. Mitchell. They got a haul for Sauce Gardner. They got a haul for Quinton Williams. They got good players back. Darren Moody was able to identify players who need a chance and an opportunity and he's banking on this coaching staff to develop them to the level they should be at. That's where this team needs to start excelling, is player development. Darren Muji's bringing you guys who are good players, who are just like out of the rotation on their team. Or he's trading away players who is no longer seen as a fit for the team. And he's giving this team and group and his coaching staff players that they think they can work with and mold. Right? I'm not saying that Sweat's going to be the best run stopper in the league, but he should be at that level. I'm not saying John Mechie and A.D. Mitchell should be number 2 and 3 on the depth chart, but they can get to that level. They believe in that level, right? It's all going to come down to this coaching staff and how they develop these players. That, to me, is the big thing. I'm not knocking the trade. I'm not worried about the trade. I'm worried about how they're going to develop from the coaching staffing point of view. Because from what we saw last year at the end of the season, shit hit the fan. Like diarrhea level bad. So I need to see this coaching staff come out if they draft Orville Reese, if they're able to, get another cornerback in here, who they sign in free agency, and develop these players into what they can and should be. Orville Reese and Will McDonald should be one of the best edge duos in the NFL. Should be. On paper. It should work. But if it doesn't, we have to really look at why. Because you can't blame the GM for that. He's built you a really good defensive line. Then we saw last questions about Aaron Glenn's coaching staff and all that. That, to me, is the bigger issue here, is can they develop players to the level they should be at? That's my 2 cents on it. But I do like the trade. I think it's a good trade. Mm-hmm. You got value for a guy who wasn't going to play a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I never think that's a bad idea.
And, like, Jermaine Johnson, he's coming off of pretty much an Achilles injury, a couple years ago. And he had his best season under Robert Saleh, who's the now head coach of the Tennessee Titans. So maybe, Robert Saleh trying to recruit some guys who might have some potential in his system. I don't know, Jim.
Robert Saleh did want him in San Francisco. The Jets wanted a third, the Niners wanted to give them a fifth, and the Jets said no. But Robert Saleh was like, I want Jermaine Johnson here. He's one of my guys. And the Niners couldn't get what the Jets wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's a head coach. He gets what he wants. So,
and also this is a very cheap deal for the Jets. It's only going to cost them, I think, like just over $1 million in the first year of Sweat's contract, and then just like a little over $2 million in the next year. And Jermaine Johnson was coming up on his 5th-year option, and also coming up on contract extension if you wanted to extend him. So it's overall a cheaper move and potentially a better move schematically for their team, right? You get a guy who could stop the run, right? That's, a big part of why the fucking Jets were shit. They couldn't stop the pass either, but you need to start somewhere, right? You got to get somewhere to start. You get those edge rushers. If you get Orville Reese, if you get fucking, what's his name? David Bailey. If you get one of these guys who are touted to be one of the next NFL great pass rushers coming out of the draft, you got a solid defensive line here. It's nothing to fucking write home about, but it's nothing to fucking scoff at either. You're like, oh shit, okay, they got some players. Hold on, Chad. Might be looking at some productivity from this D line, if anything. So shout out to the Jets. They're making smart moves, Chad.
Listen. I've always said this. One of my favorite sayings. It's not sexy. It's solid.
It's very solid.
Solid move.
Very solid.
It's not sexy. It's solid.
Yes. And now, speaking of not sexy moves, potentially, the Giants, at least in this article by this guy named Jordan, talking about the Giants shaking up their roster, and a couple key players are fucking mentioned that I don't like. Okay? One of them I could get behind getting rid of, which is Kayvon Thibodeau, right? I think your defensive line is one of the most stacked positions in the entire NFL. It's fantastic. You got Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, Dexter Lawrence. Need I say more? That front four is fucking destroying teams' offensive line for years to come, right? So Kayvon Thibodeau kind of feels like the odd man out because Abdul Carter is just projected to be a better overall player than you. So you kind of are like, we can kind of give up on Kayvon Thibodeau. He's kind of expendable in this moment. But now we're talking about giving up on Dexter Lawrence potentially. Chad, I don't know, Jim. I think, if we're talking about keeping one of the best, we're talking about defensive tackles here. We're talking about D-line. He's the top 3 defensive tackle in the league. I don't think you just get rid of that over one bad year. I don't think you do that. Because when he's at his fucking best, he's the best defensive tackle in football, right? He's violent. He stops the run, and he also rushes the passer really well, gets really good interior pressure, which is something that is coveted in today's NFL because it doesn't happen a lot. So when you got a guy who gets really good interior pressure, you keep that motherfucker around because he's fucking really good, right? The Giants have some interesting moves to make, some very interesting moves. And, it's going to be a real interesting offseason, right? First year with John Harbaugh as pretty much the main guy with Joe Schoen in partnership. And, Joe Schoen, he's made some splashes over the years. He signed some guys, signed some good free agent, given contracts, and drafted guys who, are really good players, right? It's just going to be interesting to see the new philosophy with John Harbaugh in the room kind of helping orchestrate things and see, the vision for my Giants team, whose, thing I have still backwards because I didn't change it after the Steve Tisch conversation, but we're not going to talk about that. All right, so let's just continue on. So what do you guys think about my team, the Giants here? What are you guys thinking?
Godspeed. That's not really a bad thing. That's not really a bad thing.
It's not.
I don't mean it that way.
I
You're
love Godspeed.
going to be in a much better position than you were last year. That's all you have to. That's all that matters.
But what if we're not?
I'll say this.
I'm kidding. I'm just thinking the worst because I'm a fucking, I'm a non-optimistic person.
You're a
about the
homer. You're objective. And look, if it was about the Jets, I would have. If the Jets had the Giants roster, I'd be saying the same thing. Respectfully, I would. Like that. That's just how it would be. Like we're not winning shit. We're the Jets. Come on. we had that roster. If we had John Harbaugh as a coach and we had that roster, I would say the same thing. But I'm a bit more higher on your team than you are. I firmly believe that you are the second best team in your division with the roster you have. I think you have the best head coach in that division, hands down. And look, I feel like, you bring up Thibodeau and Lawrence. I think your D-line's already pretty stacked. John Harbaugh is going to want to bring in, A, his guys, and B, his player types. And Thibodeau, I think I am agreeing with you. I think you get rid of him. He hasn't, production-wise, he's been terrible. For the position he was drafted in, he hasn't been good. He just hasn't. And I feel like if there's an opportunity to get some value from that, like a second or a third round pick, you jump down the throat and you take that. Right? So I feel like Thibodeau's a player you could kind of get some value for. And I feel like for Dexter Lawrence, I feel like I can understand it. And it could be a situation where he just doesn't fit into Harbaugh's idea and his identity. I think you kind of have to accept that. This is Harbaugh's team. He has no GM. He is the GM. So if he says, I don't like this player, he's not going to like that player, and he's going to be gone. This isn't a democracy. This is a totalitarian system with John Harbaugh there. If John Harbaugh says, no, I don't want him, he's gone. That's just, and that's period, stop. So it's going to come down to what John Harbaugh wants to build. And if that vision does not have Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, Wan'Dale Robinson, whatever it is, they're going to be out the door, and he's going to bring in his players that he wants, that he envisions could be his guys. That's just how you have to accept it.
I want to cry.
And I get it. Dexter Lawrence was a great defensive tackle, but he was bad last year. And if John Harbaugh doesn't view him as one of his guys that he likes, he's gone.
You better view him.
So,
John, please put your fucking rose-colored glasses on. He's one of the best defensive tackles in the league.
And listen,
John,
listen, that may be the case, and maybe John feels that way. But if a team comes calling saying, "Hey, I'll give you a second and a third for Dexter Lawrence right now," you're not saying no. If a team comes calling and Kayvon Thibodeau is offering, and they're offering a third round pick for Kayvon Thibodeau, you're taking that deal. Like they're good players, yeah, and they have a word on the show potential. They do, but if John Harbaugh doesn't want them there, they're not going to be there. This is no longer like Joe Shane's vision. This is whatever John Harbaugh wants. That's it.
I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I can't wait for free agency. We got 1 week. I can't wait to hear the speculation, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Right, I haven't really heard much from the Giants relating to offensive side of the ball. Haven't really heard much about Wan'Dale Robinson either.
Well,
so I'm kind of, I'm a little bit, I don't know, I'm a bit 6'7" in the air right now. I don't know, Jim.
Lewis. Let me ask you this, and we'll play this game on the Jets side too. In free agency next week, what do you think the Giants need to get, positional wise? What is priority 1, 2, and 3?
Better wide receiver core. Couple guys. Better wide receiver core. A piece on the offensive line to help shore up that interior, I think would be really good. And I would say potentially another corner. Yeah. Or linebacker. Corner or linebacker. So some defensive pieces because they about to cut Bobby Okereke, which sucks, which means we might draft linebacker in the draft. Sonny Styles, let me tell you. That brother's 6'5", 245 pounds, runs a 4.46. I'll take it. We get one of the best linebacker prospects since fucking Luke Kuechly, baby. Let's fucking go. What about it?
There you go.
Yeah. But I think is like the offense for me is kind of what worries me because John Harbaugh's offenses, when we look at, his time in with Lamar, he had Willie Snead one time as his number one. That scares me a little bit. Like, is he really going to invest in this wide receiver position? Right? You have Malik Neighbors, right? You have that elite guy there. He needs a number 2. He needs another guy, and Wan'Dale was that guy, right? So do you bring back Wan'Dale? But now you got to upgrade it over Slayton, right? Because Darius Slayton is fucking the worst contract in football. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He's awful. He's a terrible player. Don't fucking bring him back ever. Trade him for a 7th-round pick. We can get somebody better. It's tough, especially with John Harbaugh's track record about wide receivers. Tough.
Jess, how do you feel about the Jets? What do we think we should do in free agency? What are your top 3 positional needs that we should be going for?
Quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't given that much thought, to be honest. However, the most important position, I think the only thing that we need to focus on is the quarterback. Who's our quarterback right now?
I don't think you have
Justin Fields. Justin Fields under contract.
Oh, he's under contract.
Gave him a two year $40 million deal, $30 million guaranteed. He's still under contract.
Oh, fuck.
It's Justin Fields and what's his name? The guy who started the last 5 games.
Brady Cook.
That's our quarterback room.
I just feel like that we need to focus on that. Everything else, we can figure it out, but I feel like you need to focus on that. That's the only position.
Okay. So instead of doing positional, let's do this for the Jets. Give me 3 quarterbacks in order of how you want them. I'll start, and then you could counter. Okay, Jess?
Ooh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So my 3 would be in order of how I want them to like go and sort of like aggressively pursue them. Mac Jones,
I was gonna say Matt. He was my first option,
Kirk
but San Fran's
Cousins,
not giving him up.
Mac Jones,
No,
Kirk
but keep
Cousins,
going.
and Malik Willis. That's my three.
No Kyler Murray though.
I like to. I thought about Kyler Murray, but I feel like he seems so unmotivated.
I
Do we
see.
need
Here's the
that
thing.
bag of rocks?
Okay.
Do we need this guy playing Call of Duty at fucking midnight when we got a fucking game tomorrow? Do we need that?
He seems disgruntled, and we can't add more disgruntledness to the locker room. But only person I didn't like out of your choices, Daniel, was Kirk Cousins.
Well, let me explain.
Okay.
I feel like next year we're drafting a quarterback regardless. Right? We're getting one out of the draft regardless. I don't care how good the next quarterback plays. We're drafting a quarterback. Whether it's Dante Moore, Arch Manning, or whoever is coming out, we're drafting a quarterback. Doesn't matter. Right? With that being said, I would want a guy who I feel like is a little bit as consistent. Right? That I feel like can bring not maybe some greatness, but some stability to that position this year. I'm not looking for a superstar play. I'm not looking for, the next. I'm not looking to save a quarterback.
So
I'm not
you're
looking for
looking for a
just.
bridge?
I'm looking for a bridge. I'm not looking to rebuild a Justin Fields. I'm looking to rebuild Kyle Murray. I don't want that. Aaron Glenn can't do that. Aaron Glenn cannot rebuild a quarterback. So let's bring in somebody who was maybe already refined, who was already kind of complete, who was peaked in his career, and we know what we're going to get. You bring Mac Jones in, you know what you're going to get. You bring in Kirk Cousins, you know what you're going to get. You bring in Malik Willis, you know what you're going to get. If you go get a Kyler Murray or an Anthony Richardson, or you draft a quarterback, there's that level of uncertainty where it's like, okay, cool. We're 0-5. Great. How'd that work out? And I'm not saying that, with Kirk Cousins, it's like we're 0-5, Kirk Cousins' fault. I'm saying we're 0-5, and it's like, okay, cool. We know we're going to suck. But we invested in Kirk Cousins now. That's an easy cut. That's an easy, okay, we could let him go. With Kyler Murray, you have to invest in him. With inversion, that's an investment. That's a project. I'm not looking for a project. I'm looking for somebody who is stable, who can kind of guide this ship in the right direction. Maybe not get us to the North Pole, but get us on the right course. And I feel like with those three, they could at least start that voyage. Anthony Richardson will fly south and think he's going north. Kyler Murray will be stuck in the captain's quarters, still looking at the map. And then Diego Pavia, if we draft him, would be, barking like a chihuahua on the ship deck. I feel like if you have a Kirk Cousins, or if you have, a Mac Jones, they can at least get us going. Just get us going. And then we'll figure out the rest as we go.
Can I propose a name? How would you
Okay.
feel about a former Giant and Colt quarterback, Daniel Jones? How would you feel about that?
If he's healthy.
Okay,
If he
hypothetically,
didn't tear his
I feel like
ACL, I feel better about it.
hypothetically comes into the year saying, you know what? I'm ready to play. I've rehabbed. I'm ready.
If he's healthy. If he's healthy.
Well, let's say
If he's
hypothetically,
100%,
let's say
Him
he,
coming
let's say
back
he's
to
healthy.
MetLife will be no good.
Let's say he's healthy.
I'd rather.
he
I think
has
I'd
a-
rather take Kirk Cousins over him.
If he has a clean bill of health for a 1-year deal, I would consider it. And I wouldn't mind it. However,
I would consider,
as
but I
you
wouldn't
said,
take it.
Lewis, we're the Jets. Let's not forget that.
What about Tua?
Well,
how
because
would you
it's
feel
Jets,
about
they'd
Tua?
probably pick. No.
I don't want to.
No.
Please.
No.
No. That's just consistency. Just get us off. Just find the North Star. Just find the North Star and just follow it. That's all I'm asking for you to do. You got one job. Just find the star. Look at the stars. Find the constellation. Find the Little Dipper, and just follow the North Star to the North Pole. That's all I need from you.
Yeah.
I would say then here it is. Here it goes. We get your stupid bridge quarterback. Kirk Cousins. I think out of all the other names you named, Tua and Kyler, I think I'd rather have Kirk over both, and Daniel Jones. Hold on to him for a year, right? And then when someone in Ohio can no longer take it and almost kills, like literally brings in a fucking shotgun and threatens to shoot up the workplace, when that person is ready
YouTube is jokes. YouTube is jokes.
to
It's all jokes.
finally
YouTube.
say,
This is jokes.
I think when he's finally ready to see the truth, I think maybe at that point we can fit.
And who would that
It
quarterback
can
be?
be like, come to a city that matches your swag. Come to the city that matches your swag. We got good salary cap space. You know, we may have a different coach by then, depending on how bad Aaron Glenn is, right? So maybe spend our draft picks on some nice receivers, a few running backs, entice him to come. Entice him to come. I'm gonna wait for that. At first, I didn't want this quarterback to come because I'm like, we're just gonna ruin him. But I'm like, no, you know what? He's gonna ruin himself if he stays there. So let's see how his season goes.
Who's him?
Let's see how the orange and black does for him.
Oh, orange
You
black.
know,
Huh? You got a name to this guy? You got a name to this mystery man?
we share initials. Jay, we share initials. He's
We
white.
share
I'm
a
half white.
initial.
We have some things in common.
Is he
He's full white like me.
is he pretty good?
But blonde.
He's blonde.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
Oh, he's
No,
phenomenal.
He's phenomenal.
Wow.
he's got some brown in his hair. He's got some brown in his hair, like me.
It's like a dirty blonde.
Some would
Like
compare
a
him to
dirty
Slim Shady.
blonde.
I would say
better
he's a
than Shady.
natural. He's a natural brown.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I've never. He's brown, and his hair is like a golden
old
brown
photos.
or a light brown.
Yeah,
It's
I think it is
But
brown.
there's dark blondes. I feel like he's a dark blonde. His hair's not brown.
Look at old photos.
Yeah, that's
Look at his
that,
time at
yeah,
Ohio State.
that's pretty brown. He did have it at a time where he did have like blondish tips, but for the most part his hair is brown at the base.
Yeah, it's a light brown. No, no. Look, no. He's got like a dark blonde thing going
Lewis, put a
on.
photo
I
up.
would not
Lewis, put a
consider
photo
him
up.
Maybe like a
brown.
gingery?
Lewis, put a photo up.
Well, first off,
Lewis,
can
put
we
a photo
name
up.
the
Not a
fucking guy?
gingery.
Can we name the guy? His name
Lewis,
is
put a photo up.
Oh,
Joe fucking
Lewis, put a photo. It was Joe Burrow.
Joseph Burrow.
It's Joe Burrow.
Joseph fucking bro. I'll pull it. I'll
I'm
pull it
not
up,
talking
Chad,
about
I'll
his
pull it up.
platform. I'm looking at all his different
Let me get
hair.
Let me get it right real quick.
He's not. This is a very like dark blonde, like very very light brown.
Let me get
This
it
is
right.
not like a brunette
I'm gonna get it
or like a
right.
dark brown.
There we
at
go.
all.
All right, guys. All right, I got it up for the stream. Now I'm gonna get it up for you guys. We're gonna make a fucking decision here. Is Joe Burrow a dirty blonde? This is the new thing that we're talking about right
Look
now.
at all the images though. All like his different
Alright,
haircuts when it's in the
alright.
sun,
All
when
right,
it's
we got
like wet.
we got one right here.
Like I
This is
don't.
nice.
That's brown. That's brown. That respectfully, that's brown. I don't care anybody. That's brown.
But
Where
then,
do
but
you
then
see
this
brown?
is kind of blonde. This is kind of blonde right here.
Well,
but
he
then,
dyed it there.
Keep
He dyed it
scrolling.
there.
Go through the images. Keep scrolling. Do you see the
Because there was a
gold? You
trend.
see the blonde
I'm
highlights,
saying
the
when
golden
he
highlights?
first
That's not
came
a
in
brown head.
when he first came into the league, he started off brown, and then as time went on, he started dyeing his hair blonder. But when he first
don't
came into
know.
the league, Lewis, put in Joe Burrow
There
Ohio State hair. Lewis,
there
put in Joe
is
Burrow Ohio
a
State hair.
shade.
oh yeah, this motherfucker got brown hair. This motherfucker's brown.
Thank
but
you.
then also in the
Thank
light,
you.
That's
maybe in
not
the light, it's a
brown
little-
to me.
Then what is it? In the
That's
li-
not
that-
brown.
This
Hair
is
wet,
brown.
it gets a little bit darker. But
Jess,
these are
that's
not
Jess,
brown.
is
This
this
not
Jess?
your
Jess,
color
Jess.
hair.
That's
Thi- thi-
brown.
This is
That is
brown.
not yours.
This is brown.
That's the lighting. That's brown. That's brown.
This isn't
Keep
blonde.
scrolling. Keep scrolling. There are other pictures.
Jess, I
His hair
understand.
could be dark, but I'm telling you that he is not a brown head.
Then what is this? Then what is that? That's brown.
But look at his other pictures.
Okay,
I told you
okay.
there are times.
Lewis,
Listen,
Who
there are
is
times
this?
Lewis,
brown and
Lewis,
blonde hair.
Lewis,
Where
Lewis,
hair
Lewis,
is
Lewis.
wet, it can look darker.
Lewis, I have an idea.
What?
Okay, what is this?
Jess, you share
Look
your
at
screen
our hair and then
you
look at his hair.
Jess, you share your screen and you show us what you're looking at.
I'm not
How about
sharing
that?
I'm not messing with sharing my screen. I hate this sharing screen crap on my end. No, I am looking at Google.
That's brown. That's brown.
The brother has brown hair.
That's LSU.
The brother has
Joe.
brown.
That's
That's
not brown to me.
What is then? What is blonde?
That's not.
What's
That's
blonde?
not the brown.
Jess, we're not doing the
You're
color
thinking
wheel
of like
here,
a platinum
and we're not
blonde.
going. But
You're thinking of like
we're
a
not.
platinum
We're
blonde.
not.
You know,
We're not
there's
doing the
different
color wheel.
shades.
I'm sorry.
And there's
I'm
different
sorry. We're not doing the color
shades.
wheel with
You're
the
the one
fucking
who
hair.
brought up the color wheel. Well,
I didn't.
then
I said it
stop
was
arguing
brown.
with
You
me
want to
about
go?
it,
You want to go
because
light
I know
brown,
what I'm
dark
talking
brown,
about.
platinum blonde, dirty blonde.
Because-
When you think of blonde,
Because-
Joe Burrow's
It's either
hair is not
brown-
even close to this.
You're thinking of these. You're thinking of bleach blondes. You're thinking of bleach. These are all bleached.
No,
These are
I'm
not
thinking
even
of this
real
blonde. Like
blondes.
the second chick on the left. That's blonde to me. The second chick on the left, Lewis.
These
That's
are all
blonde.
dye. None of these are natural
Like this
blondes.
chick right here. This chick?
And look at all the
Put a
streaks
natural
they
blonde
have. These
hair.
are not
Jess,
natural blondes.
Lewis, put a natural blonde hair. Put a natural blonde hair.
There are
Natural.
different shades of blonde hair.
Put a natural blonde hair.
Let's
Put a
see.
natural blonde hair.
It's pretty blonde. It's pretty. This,
Look at Taylor
this
Swift's
is
hair. That's literally the same hair of as Joe
That's
Burrow.
blonde.
Dish
That's
water
literally the same
blonde.
shade he's got going
No.
on.
No, it's not.
No.
So this.
Look at her hair.
No,
That's
not even-
literally the same shade he's got. That is fake. That is bleach. That is hair dye. There's not that many natural blondes in the world. That's what makes them so unique.
But I
Most
don't
blondes
think
you
Joe
see are
Burrow
not
is that
blonde.
natural of a blonde.
So you're used to seeing the very yellow and the very bleach, but there's dirty blonde, there's dark shades of blonde, there's very light shades of brown.
So
different
are
but
we
I'm
saying
saying
that
you,
Joe
me,
Burrow's a
Lewis
dirty?
have brown hair. That's not his hair.
Hold up, you said what? I have what? I have black hair.
said
My
you-
hair's black. You know.
Me and Daniel have
Okay.
brown hair.
Good. Thank you, Jesus. Your hair's not brown.
You have
what?
dark
Your
brown
hair's
hair. We
black.
have dark brown hair. My hair's not black. Through here, it
Her
probably
hair's
looks good.
brown.
If you actually pay attention to my hair when you see me,
Her
it's
hair's
brown.
No,
And
she's
it is
right.
a
Her
real
hair's
brown.
It's real brown.
We are dark brown
Hair's
haired
brown.
people.
My shit is black, bro.
Yeah.
My shit is black.
You may have the darkest. You may actually have black hair, but me and
Because it
Daniel, we
is.
have
Look
brown.
at it,
We have
bro.
different
This is
shades
not
of brown.
bro.
His brown is lighter than my brown.
You got the fresh
I
fades.
have brown hair for sure. I have brown hair.
But this looks like a brown though, Jess. Then what is brown? What is brown hair?
Now,
That's the real question.
Lewis,
What's
Lewis,
brown?
I have an
okay,
idea.
okay. I don't want to. Okay, listen.
Lewis,
Listen, you guys
Lewis.
don't understand because you're boys. But I'm telling you, there's different shades, there's different tones. And what I am telling you, he
Lewis,
is on the fence between a
pull up Joe
very
Burrow
dirty
blonde hair.
blonde and a very light brown.
Let's pull up Joe Burrow
Lewis,
blonde
pull
hair.
up Joe Burrow blonde hair.
Joe Burrow blonde hair.
That is the beach. When you see the one, yeah, this is a bleach platinum. This is bleach. That's not the blonde I'm talking about. That's the
No,
blonde
no,
you
he-
think
he
I'm.
ne-
That's not his natural
No,
hair.
no,
That's
no,
not
I
it.
never said that. I never said no. I know that blonde. Like he had streaks of blonde. He wasn't this blonde. This is Slim Shady blonde. This is Eminem blonde. This is not blonde. I
Yeah,
understand that.
that's.
He
that's
at
the
a
fake
point had like
blonde.
streak.
When I'm telling
Lewis,
you,
Lewis, the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth photo on the right.
This
Expand
one
that one
with the this one right
on
here.
the top. With the Bengal jersey on.
Let me see. Well, they all have Bengal
black
jerseys
jersey.
on. What the fuck you mean?
The black
I
jersey.
got you. All right, I'm here. There you go. That.
Like that kind of
yeah,
blonde.
that is part of
Like, it
his hair
worked-
dye. That is hair dye.
So if
That
he
very
dyed it, then it's not
I
that.
can't- Why didn't you explain?
So it died. So it's not. So he has brown hair. So that's my point.
No, you can't. No.
So that's my point.
Because this type of blonde. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna just not because you guys you literally just don't understand.
But hold
'Cause
on,
you
Jess.
just
Hold
don't
on.
get
But,
it. You
but
guys are
Jess,
very like
but hold
black
on,
and white, and
hold
you
on.
don't get the. There
My
actually is a color wheel
argument-
of hair
my-
color.
Jess.
My argument is
He
that
does
he
not
had.
have your color hair, Daniel. Your hair is
No.
darker.
Jess, but where does he fall on the spectrum of brown? I feel like he is falling more on the spectrum of brown than blonde, though.
He's very light. He's very. I'm telling
He's
you,
light
it
brown.
Goes into a
So he's
very
light
dark
brown!
blonde into a light brown.
So he's a dark
he's the-
blonde,
no,
light brown.
I think. Yes, that's how I think because that's his actually natural hair. Daniel's hair is actually brown. There's no blonde in Daniel's hair.
We got. You
he
know
is
what? Let's
brown.
just look it up. Let's
That
just
is
look
not
it up.
Joe
Thank
Burrow's
God I didn't get a
hair.
haircut.
Is
this week.
Joe Burrow?
Thank God I didn't get a haircut this week. Thank God my barber fucking went on vacation.
Hold on.
Cause
Does Joe Burrow?
does Joe Burrow
have?
You guys are the one who decided to make this a big deal.
No, Lewis.
You wanted
Lewis,
to argue
what
with
color
me.
is Joe Burrow?
Typically a natural sandy brown. We win.
Shade.
We win. We win. We win, chat. I just tried to open fucking DaVinci
No,
Resolve.
I
Quit
win
that
because
shit.
I said
Quit
that they're
shit immediately.
shades. You didn't want to believe that there were shades.
It says sandy brown hair.
That wasn't what I said.
Sandy brown?
That wasn't what I
You did
said.
not
Was
say
that
that.
he started? What I said was he started with brown hair,
Yes, he did.
and I have brown hair. We all have brown hair. All our hair looks different, but at the end of the day, it's brown hair. And you wanted to come out and say, no, he has blonde streaks. No, no, it's blonde. I mean, no, it's brown.
No, it's brown.
We're gonna see what his hair is like this year because he didn't dye his hair last year and he didn't dye his hair this year. So we're gonna see. But I am telling you, his hair is a natural
But
dark
Jess,
blonde.
Jess,
He brown-
but can we acknowledge the AI overview though? Can we just acknowledge that he typically
What
has
AI?
natural
Oh.
sandy brown, sandy brown, sandy brown, sandy brown, right here.
What do you think sandy
Wait.
is? What do you think sandy?
Wait.
What
But
color
what
is
is
sand?
but what is brown?
Hang on.
What color is sand?
Can we come to an agreement
It's more
real
of
quick?
like
What
a
color
lighter-
is sand?
like a
Is you
li-
when you
like a
see
light
sand, do you
beige?
see brown?
Like a light beige?
Do you see brown when you look at
I would
sand?
take a light beige.
Like a
I would
light
take
beige?
like a light beige.
Light beige?
And what is beige? What shade of beige do you
Brown.
think falls on? Like, stop.
Brown.
No.
So he's
Brown.
both.
Yellow
Because
brown.
he's sandy and brown. So he's both.
So it's what, yellow? What are you talking about, Jess?
What is yellow?
Beige
What?
is yellow? No, it's not. It's
I
brown.
didn't think beige was yellow.
All right.
What color is that? What color is that wall? What color is that wall? Tell me,
That's
what
what
color is that
color's
wall?
the wall.
Wall.
This wall, my wall. What color is that wall?
I can't see you because I'm looking at his screen.
Come out of the screen skirt. Come out of the screen skirt.
I'll end it. Don't worry. I got you guys. I got you.
Okay.
You have
Just what color
terrible
is this cabinet?
lighting.
Just what color is this cabinet?
That's like a brown. That's not beige.
I think that's Joe Burrow's hair. A little bit.
What color is this chair? What color is this chair?
That's a brown. That's a brown. That's a light brown.
Okay. What color is this acorn? What color is that acorn?
Acorn. That's gold. It's like a
It's brown.
bronze.
I don't look gold. What color is this wall?
It's brown.
What color is the wall?
Is that brown?
I see a shadow. It's white.
What color is the desk? Just so we know that we're looking at different color. What color is the desk? Red. Thank you.
Well, I see a red cloth.
Look, all I know is I'm gonna end the argument.
What color is the stool I'm sitting on?
Daniel, shut
What color is
up!
the stool I'm sitting on?
Jesus Christ, Daniel. Jeez.
What color is this? What color is this? What color is? Ooh, what color is Thomas? What color is Thomas?
He's
Come
brown.
on.
He's brown.
Brown.
What would you call Thomas?
He's a brown.
Brown.
turtle.
Brown.
Brown. What's this? You think
Brown,
this
even though
is
it's-
brown?
What's his
Even-
undercarriage?
even though-
What's his undercarriage? Let me see his undercarriage.
Green.
That's
He's
a
classified- you
motherfucking
want me to-
brown
you want me
guy.
to get nerdy on you?
That's a brown guy.
You want me to get nerdy on you? You want me to get nerdy on you? I'll get nerdy on you. Technically, he's classified as a deep sea green turtle. Technically, he's green.
Oh, dude.
Well,
On
he died
technicality.
himself.
He dyed his hair. Look, I'm gonna end this argument. You ready for this, guys? No more hair talk. You ready for this? Daniel, put the whatever the fuck
You
got
guys
going
turn it
on.
into the hair
Put that
talk.
shit on. Hold on.
It's the Charger. It's the Charger. I'm
Thank
just
you,
pulling the
Jesus.
Charger.
Thank you, Jesus. All right, I'm gonna end this argument. Joe Burrow's coming to New York and he's gonna have a fucking great time. And I don't give a fuck what color hair he is. He's gonna light it up for the Jets. And you guys are going to the fucking playoffs,
Exactly.
baby. Woo! Come on. Have hope. He's gonna
I don't know
fucking.
about all
He's
that,
gonna
but
leave misery
to get
in
back to my
Cincy, and
serious
he's gonna come to New York.
conversation before you corrected me, which was unnecessary, trying to correct my hair.
That was
thesis.
one of the best tangents we ever had.
I-
about
That
it.
was awesome. That was awesome.
I honestly think we should probably try to get him, and because at the end of this year, we'll see how he does in Cincinnati. If they have another failing year, I'm sure that'll be it for him.
If he has
He'll get out
another
the
failing
contract.
year,
They'll make it happen.
just the shotgun will just go closer and closer
Nah.
to his cranium. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it would just get closer and closer and
This
closer
when
and
he was
closer.
what he was doing with his hair in that very last press conference, where he was like trying not to pull his hair out. Next conference, he's just gonna literally be peeling at his own skin
Listen,
if they don't make changes.
Listen. If they have another year, Joe Burrow's going bald. That's it.
Because he's gonna have a Britney Spears moment and shave his hair off. He's gonna snap.
Yo,
I don't think
honestly,
he's gonna
Jamar,
fail. I think he'll be healthy. I think he'll play and he'll play excellent. I think
listen.
because his issue is
To
just
some
health. It's
standard,
not his play never sucks.
to some standard, they might have the best team in that division. They might be no more excuses. The Steelers are down. The Ravens are mid-ish. And the Browns are the Browns. This may be the best chance they have. This may be Zach Taylor's only chance again. If they drop the ball again, everybody gone. Jamar, Higgins, Joe, front office, coaching staff, everybody's got to go. Because there should be
Well,
no
they're
excuses.
gone because they're going to be storming out the door.
They're
It's
gonna
not
be
gonna be because the
walking
team
out.
wants to get rid of them.
Fuck
They're just
that
going to be
shit.
storming. They're just going to be leaving.
Listen, I could very much see a situation where Jamar's like, oh, Joe, you out? All right, let's go. I'm out too.
Both go to the Jets. Chat.
I'll give you Joe Burrow has blonde hair
Since
to be a New York Jet quarterback.
Jamar Chase
no,
is gonna
Joe
go
Burrow
blonde
has sandy
too,
brown hair.
and he's gonna be a Jet. How about it?
Listen, Joe Burrow can dye his hair, fucking magenta, rainbow, purple, blue, for all I care. If he's in jet green, it's all that matters to me.
Word. The real color of his hair should be green. Yeah. There. What a fucking update. What a fucking update. Just what is that? What is that hair? That was so funny.
I don't want to.
So funny. I will say though, Jez, in certain lights it looks a little lighter, but then when there's no light on him, it looks a little more closer to that brown look that we're.
When I meet him in person, I'll ask him straight up.
Fair
What
enough.
color is your hair?
Yo,
do you think it's
do
a
we
dirt-
have
do
to
you think
go
you're
to
a
Fanatics?
dark blonde, or do
We
you
have to
think
go.
you're a
We might have
sandy
to go-
brown?
We might have to go. We might have to go to Cincinnati. We might have to go to Cincinnati. Do the Jets or John? Oh, we're not going to Jet games this year. That's right. Johnson.
Or the Giants games.
Yeah,
Both
fuck
of these
them.
Oh, Giant
motherfuckers,
game.
man. He
These
can't. Man, it's fucking crazy. Ay, dude. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. Isn't the Hall of Fame in Ohio?
Yes, in Canton,
Yes.
Ohio.
I'd want to go. I'd like to go. That's the three things in Ohio. One of them Ohio has.
Well, I feel like we should do every Hall of Fame as a
Oh
group.
yeah, he wants to do that.
We should do every Hall of Fame.
Where are the other baseball Hall of Fames in
Baseball in Cooperstown, it's upstate.
upstate?
Cooperstown.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball's in Connecticut. I passed by there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Hockey Hall of Fame's in Toronto.
Ooh. So just basically East Coast.
East Coast, yeah.
East Coast and then Canada. I'll take it. But you know what else that I'll take and that I think is fantastic and I think is wonderful and lovely and beautiful and it just makes me cry out of enjoyment.
Lewis, are we getting out of football talk real quick?
Getting out of football talk. But if we want to keep it, we'll keep it football talk.
I have a football story that I want to talk about.
Talk to me.
Is Anthony Richardson the stupidest quarterback in the NFL, or is it just me? Okay.
I think you'd be right in saying that he is one of he's one of the stupidest.
Because let me get this right. So you tell me he gets drafted 4th overall. First year, not good. Second year, worse. Worse. Third year, we'll bring in a veteran. We'll give him competition. We'll see if he can compete. Taps out of a game and then proceeds to lose the competition. So bad, they went to the 3rd string on their roster to start over Anthony Richardson. Now that the veteran quarterback, Daniel Jones, who got hurt, is going to be presumably out for the rest of the year, and Riley Leonard, who was a third string, is not good, it would seem that the pearly gates have opened up for Anthony Richardson to be the starter again in Indianapolis. It would seem that the stars have aligned, that everything went right for the guy, that he could be the starter again in the NFL. And now he wants a trade? Now he requests for a trade? Why didn't you do this the start of last year when you were losing the quarterback competition, you weren't going to play a full year? Or when they were talking about bringing in a quarterback because you were so bad, or because they benched your ass for the third string? Why did you wait to this offseason where you were about to be named a starter that you are now requesting a trade? Why? You were presumably going to start for Indianapolis. Why request a trade? Where you're going to go to a team and maybe be a bench player again. Does that make any sense to you guys? Am I the only one who sees this as fucking stupid? Am I the only one who sees this as crazy?
Can I offer another perspective? What if he's had talks with, Colts management and the coaching staff, and they're like, listen, we don't have a plan for you. We don't, have anything for you. Who says that the Colts are going to start him? They already gave up on him once. Why can't we just give up on him again? We know he's shit.
I would say my counter argument to that is you drafted him 4th overall. You kind of got to eat this one. You kind of got to see what you can get. And this may be the last chance. You did draft him 4th overall. You got to eat it and see what you can get. Because you ain't drafting a quarterback, so you don't have a 1st overall pick, and you ain't signing one because ain't nobody out there that I could see really being better than him. But maybe. But all things considered, let's say he does do well, he's the starter. Is he better than Kirk Cousins? Probably. Is he better than Kyler Murray? Probably. Does he have the potential over those guys? Definitely. You drafted him 4th overall. And now you want to get traded out. What I'm thinking is that he went to management and they told him, hey, we might be getting a veteran quarterback in here. We might be, one doing a competition we did last year. And he said, fuck that. I'm out. Which is, if that is true, that's alleged. That's not even like an article that I'm reading. I'm just putting it out there. That's sorry. That's sorry. That's soft.
Yeah. And it sucks because he has all the physical tools, right? He's tall, strong arm, fast, strong. Right, he's able to move in the pocket, make crazy throws. But he just doesn't have what all good quarterbacks have. Timing and anticipation. That grit, that toughness to really grind out games. And the just the overall acumen of an NFL quarterback. Can barely read defense. Can only throw the ball 60 yards down the field. Can't hit a fucking 5-yard out to save his life. He's not a good quarterback. It's plain and simple. He's not good. I wouldn't fucking put him on my bench either.
He already peaked. He already peaked.
Hold on. No, the fuck he didn't. He was shit in college too. He was shit in college. I'm saying. He didn't even peak.
Some people should not play after that. His peak was in college. He shouldn't be an NFL.
Man, if that was his peak, that was the worst peak I've ever seen. He was throwing 50% completion in college, and they drafted him 4th overall. Horseshit management. Horseshit management by the Colts.
Look at him now. He never actually got better.
Never.
He may have shown potential here and there, but he never really developed into anything.
Potential.
So he's not.
You know what? He didn't even show potential. He showed flash. He was like a little thing that pops up from the pan and burns you. Like, ooh. That's what he was. He was never this guy.
With cultivation, that would have been potential.
It could have been. But guess what? He wasn't good. There's guys with, like, potential
and he tapped
who
out,
have skill.
So you can't do that.
This guy had all the physical tools in the fucking bag, and he said, fuck that, I'm going to be ass. And he is ass. He's not a good quarterback. That's why they're talking about him switching to a different position. Because he's dog shit. Can't throw the football. Gets shoulder injuries once he gets touched. Checks himself out of a football game. Can throw fucking far as hell. But guess what? You need accuracy. You need touch. You need
Well, I
feel
think the
in the
fact
pocket.
that he checked himself out of the football game without being hurt says all that we need to know. He doesn't really want to play football. What football player has ever done that?
I don't think I've
Who,
ever heard
who
of
wasn't hurt?
Well,
Wasn't like, wait, I can't play like that.
Unless
Who?
I've never seen a quarterback do that. I've seen other positions, right? I'm a little tired. I need a little break. I'm a running back, wide receiver. I'll check myself out for this
That's
formation
different.
and stuff. That's
I
different.
feel like that's a little bit different because sometimes they need that break.
A
That means that they're
quarterback
talking about their health.
has
But what did
I've
this guy
never
do?
seen a quarterback do that a day in my life ever. That's crazy.
I don't think you'd see any player who loves his job, who respects his job, respects his position, unless he is hurt, would ever do that. No matter how bad the team is doing, no matter how bad he is playing. But he did that when no one else has ever really done that before. So I feel like he's already shown you that he doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to play. If I was another team, I wouldn't ever even look at him. I
Well,
would tell him, I don't want anyone who doesn't want to play.
and I want to add to this point, and I want to say this too. When I say that, I think he's going to be the starter. I think it's because no team really wants to trade for him, and if he does get traded, he's not playing for that team. He's not going to be a named starter for that team. And if they do that, they're stupid.
Why can't they just cut him?
Because you drafted him 4th overall.
You gotta try to get value back.
You try to draft
Anything
him
back
4th
for
overall. Right, but this is my point. That his only opportunity was going to be with the Colts this year. His only chance was going to be with the Colts this year. And he still wants out. How stupid do you got to be?
Very.
You think you're going to go to another team and think you're going to start?
Mm-hmm.
This is my point. So it's like, to me, it's like, why you want the trade now? Why didn't you ask for the trade last year or during the season when they got Phillip Rivers? Wasn't that your indicator to be like, oh, I got to get out of here. They don't want me here. They're getting Phillip Rivers in here. And he's cooked. He was the 4th quarterback on the roster. And he still stayed. And he didn't make a peep. You would think after the 3rd quarterback to go ahead of you, you're like, you know what? Maybe I got to get out of here. Maybe I got to ask for a trade.
Yeah.
Why now? When you're QB1?
And you know what? It didn't help his case either because he got injured like off the football field too. He got injured because he was working out with a stretch band and then it popped back in his eye and fucked his eye up. And then he had to basically miss the entire year. Yeah. Tough. And
I have a second story.
He didn't even play. He's not good. So fucking ass quarterback.
I have a second story.
What's up? Talk to me.
Do you know about the Brandon Aubrey situation right now?
I've heard that he wants $10 million, and the Jerry Jones is like, we'll give you 6. Take it or leave it.
So, reportedly, Brandon Aubrey wants to be. Dallas offered Brandon Aubrey a $7 million deal. That would make him the highest paid kicker in the NFL right now. The highest paid kicker is Harrison Butker at 6.5. Brandon Aubrey and his agent were like, we want 10. So right now, Dallas has a rare opportunity where they could make Brandon Aubrey a restricted free agent. Meaning that that they can give Brandon Aubrey a contract, and if a team either matches or goes above what Brandon Aubrey, that Dallas contract, that team has to give Dallas also a 2nd-round pick. So, the idea is that if Dallas offers him an $8 million deal, and the Jets need a kicker, I'll take Brandon Aubrey's contract and 2nd-round pick. Because that brother is the best kicker in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say this. Is $10 million too much for a kicker? For the level of Brandon Aubrey, is $10 million too much for a kicker?
No.
Yeah, I think that's a fair no. I think that's a fair amount for a kicker. Seriously,
In terms of
that's
like
not too much. If
he
they're
he is the
never
upper
missing,
echelon.
then that's what he should get. Kickers should make. Why not? You're on an NFL team with a $300 million salary. It can't go to the kicker, the person who you rely on to get the extra point to give you the 3 points when you can't fucking get a touchdown. Like they do have critical points. Like it can be crucial. So you have to treat it that way, especially if this is someone who doesn't miss. Like if he doesn't miss and he's that reliable, why are you thinking so hard about this?
Yeah.
Because he's the Dallas Cowboys.
You want to pay lesser for someone else and then start missing points while this one probably gets drafted not drafted, but probably gets traded somewhere else and gets the money, and now they're getting all the points. But your kicker is missing here, missing there, missing a 30-yarder.
Mm-hmm.
We need the extra point, can't get the point.
Yeah.
We need the 3 points, can't get the 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen in recent memory what happens when kickers fail that badly. It's kind of what happened to the Niners. Their kicker was terrible and it cost them games, multiple games, because they couldn't get those extra points when they needed them. So I feel like, why give yourself that type of headache? This is one position that you should be locking down. Like, this shouldn't be a position you're thinking about. Like, it should just be like, is our guy reliable? Is he the top in the league? What does he want? $10 million. All right, just shut him here.
And you know what's funny? The Jets. It's hard to get to the red zone for the Jets. It's hard to get to the fucking 40-yard line of the next
Exactly.
team.
If you
This
can't win
motherfucker
games,
hits from 50 yards out, 60 yards out
I think
easy.
if you're a team with a losing record, you need all the good players you can get, so you need a good kicker. It's
Mhm.
not It's not hard to think about. It really isn't. Just
Eh,
stop the misery and pay him. Trade for him.
And
Pay for him. Like what?
and Lewis, you brought up this point too. The positional value that may be going up for kickers now, because more and more you see it. Kickers are now becoming more and more important. They're hitting from 70 now. It's no longer 50. They're hitting from 70 as an expectation. You got to pay these guys. And if they're clutch and they're good and they're winning Super Bowls, right now the baseline is 6.5. Why not have them set the market at 10? Have that position value go up even more. If I'm Brandon Aubrey and his agent, I'm not moving from that number. I'm the best one, best kicker in the NFL. The next guy's gonna get paid more than me. I don't care. They deserve it.
I feel like it's the cheapest amounts anyone on your team is going to ask for. Who else on your team is going to ask for 10 million? The receiver, your number one receiver, is going to ask for 10 million. Really? He's gonna number one defense. He's going to ask for 10 million.
And you
Really?
know what's
No.
funny?
This person's giving you a gift.
You want to know what's funny?
Take it.
Brandon Aubrey scores more points than your favorite wide receiver. Scores more points than them. Let's talk about it. If we're really talking about who's putting up the points, this motherfucker right
It's
here
funny.
is putting up the points.
Because when you look at franchise leaders, and you look at franchise leaders in points, it's kickers. It's all kickers. It's all kickers. It's not receivers, it's not quarterbacks, it's not running backs. Kickers have the most in franchise history in points for a lot of teams. For most of the teams. Maybe all the teams. That's how important they score the most points.
Well, you know what's wrong? You know why they always get shit on? They don't have strong advocates. They don't advocate for themselves as much as other positions do. So I feel like
Well, no, kickers only
because they're
talk about
kickers.
when he misses. That's when the kickers only talked about.
I know, but I feel like they still need to get into the rhythm of advocating for better pay, advocating for themselves to be taken more serious, because I am of value. Because, well, like I said, when I miss, we all lose. But because it's a kicker, they learn to keep their mouth shut, and just, keep your head down, take what they can give you. You're not on field as much as the other players, and you don't touch the ball in every play, and you don't get hit.
Now,
You don't get this, you don't get that, so just shut the fuck up. And they have shut the fuck up. But I feel like you can't deny that you need the kicker.
Jeff, let me ask you this. Because of what you just said, right, and how kickers are usually treated and how they're felt. If a kicker gets paid $10 million, and a receiver gets only paid $5 million. Do you think that causes a problem in the locker room? And the kicker
It
is not good?
can. It can, but I feel like if every time the kicker kicks and he's making it, shut the fuck up. And if you're a receiver and you're dropping balls or if you're not the number one receiver, shh.
You're not elite, bro. This guy is the best at his position. The best. He scores more
Yeah,
points
so
than
no.
teams. He's better than you.
So
If you're not the number one receiver, then shh. If you're not the number one running back, shh.
So last question that just popped into my mind real quick. What should be the maximum number? What's the number where we say, "Wow, that's a lot for a kicker"?
12.
Like we say for quarterbacks.
I
Like,
would say between 10, 12. If you're feeling generous, you can push it to like 13, 14, 15. And I think 10, 11 million is fine for a kicker.
No, we're not just talking about a kicker. We're talking about the best kicker in the game.
kicker,
The kicker.
Yeah, he
'cause
should
the
get
highest
10. I think 10 is fine. I think it's reasonable. Look, we got to talk about reasonable. If he's the number one, if you're not giving this to all the kickers, because they're all not like this one particular player, it's not like you're setting a precedent for everyone. You're just saying that if you're a top kicker and you never miss, here's $10 million, 11 million, 11.5 million. And I feel like at that point, kickers should, yes, thank you, because I could be getting 2 million, 3 million, and what I just feel like that is a fair number. It's fair.
right now, the highest paid kicker in the NFL is at 6.5 million, and it's Harrison Butker.
Well, to be honest, I feel like
he's better than Butker right now. He's better.
he probably is better, but I think Harrison Butker, you could probably pay him more than 6. He probably should be getting at least 8 or 9. At least 8. 8 is fair. 6 is probably underpaying him, to be honest. He's been on a Super Bowl roster for how many seasons? It's not like he's dead air. They've obviously won many games depending on him, and he's come through. So he should be getting more than 6, and I'm not even a Chiefs fan.
Shout out to Butker.
Shout out to Butker.
Last thing I'll say, and we won't spend much time on this because we don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
The owner reports came out. The owner grading cards came out. And if you remember last year, the Jets got an F in their owner grade. They had a worse year this year. The Jets got a B in terms of ownership.
Now, is it because Woody shut the fuck up this year and Aaron Glenn said, fuck all that with your son, shut the fuck up, let me and my GM fucking handle shit? Is that why? Because they didn't hear his fucking mouth yap all year? Is that why?
That's what it sounds like, that he was less impactful. And Aaron Glenn probably had the locker room tight enough to where he was able to get them to not think about him, to like not pay attention to the owner. And yeah, he probably told Woody, your son's not allowed in the fucking locker room. Get it the fuck together. Get out of my player's face. Shut up. Just write the checks. Let me do this. You let me come back here. You hired So yeah, was probably less annoying. And the Jets were probably able to enjoy at least their surroundings better than they did last year. The nice facility.
Speaking of which, the full grades came out. Treatment of families, B+. Food and dining area, B. Nutrition and dietitian, A. Locker room, A-.
Wow.
Training room, B. Weight room, B+. Strength coach, A. Team travel, B+. Home game field. Take a guess.
D-.
Take a guess what home game field. Lower.
F.
Lower.
F-?
F minus.
Yo,
What's
fuck
that
MetLife.
metric? Say that metric again. Home game.
Home game field. So how the field is on a home game, like how the field is.
Oh
like,
yeah, MetLife is known for trash.
Not even F. F minus. You double failed.
If they can give it an E, they would.
You failed in the negative. How do you fail in the negative? But team ownership was a B. Whatever
He probably
metric that
said
means.
some sorries. He probably apologized to the team at some point. Like, guys, we're gonna be better this year. I apologize for whatever.
I think he.
That is
I think
weird
he
that they're
just
giving
hid
him
in
a
his
B.
office more. He just shut up more. Didn't go to the media much. You know, with these Epstein files, he's
Or,
kind of laying on the low.
Or, he was
Yeah.
sending out emails
Sure it was.
in his office.
Well, he's probably at the new island. Hanging out.
Well,
Just hanging out,
Speaking of the Epstein case, do we want to talk about somebody who's leading this case, Daniel? Do we want to talk about a brother by the name of Cash Patel?
An idiot.
I mean,
by
I
the
want.
name Cash Patel.
I mean, I want to talk about fun stuff. We can talk about Cash Patel. And then we'll get into fun stuff. So I want to say this about Cash Patel, right? During the USA men's team hockey, he was in the locker room celebrating with the team. And then, of course, our wonderful leader, Donald Trump, made his announcement in his Twitter post that he won the gold medal. He won the gold medal. And then he put the gold medal on because he's always wanted that. And Cash Patel's always wanted that. And my thing is this. You said all that needed to be said during the casual stream. I said what needed to be said during my show and my episode of the Hockey Recap. My biggest issue with Cash Patel being in the locker room is that what this does is it takes away to me what is meant to be a special team moment. I get it. If you wanted to be there at the game, cool, fine. If you wanted to, be outside the locker room, shake some hands, be like, hey guys, great job, you're done our nation proud, whatever. The fact that he was so selfish and that he had so much of ego and so much of unawareness that he had to be in the locker room. He had to be sharing in the beer and the bubbly. He had to be with the boys, like he was a part of the team. Like this turn, and he made this moment about himself. He didn't celebrate the team. He didn't celebrate this moment, this great achievement. He didn't celebrate this group. And this is where I feel bad for this group of men, where I feel bad for this team. Because they're in a tough position. You're not going to stop Cash Patel from coming into the locker room. You're not going to tell him to leave the locker room. He's the FBI director. So you kind of have to be with him. And you kind of are attached to that story now. And that this moment no longer becomes this great achievement of this team winning a gold medal. Of this team, acknowledging, what is very rare to do in this country. Especially in hockey. And winning a gold medal. It's only happened the third time. Hockey's been around for over 100 years. This is the third time Team USA won a gold medal. This is a rare opportunity that this group should have been celebrated and honored for the women as well. And the fact that we took this moment and we focused on Cash Patel, who made it about himself, Donald Trump, who made it about himself, and we didn't celebrate this team as it should have been celebrated. And I'm not saying that, they're totally exempt, but I'm saying that this moment got kind of watered down. And we kind of were forced to talk about Cash Patel. And I call that egoism. I call that selfishness. I call that every individualism. It's terrible. It's horrible. And I can't stand it. I'm more upset of the fact that I'm not mad that he was there. He's a hockey fan. He was a hockey player. I get it. You want to be, if any hockey fan wants to go to a gold medal game between USA and Canada, I get that. I understand that. But the fact that you took it upon yourself to go into the locker room, to take a part, to drink the beer, to share in the gold medal, when you weren't a part of the team. You were just there for the game. But you still made it about yourself, and you still felt like you needed to be there. That's ego, that's self-centeredness, that's main character syndrome, whatever you want to call it. And same thing for Donald Trump, who when he made the dumb Twitter post, where he was knocking out
Yeah.
Canadian players like he was on the ice. It's not about you. It was never about
Yeah.
you. This moment was never about you.
Well, that's narcissism. You
Narcissism.
know,
That's the
when
word I'm
you
looking for.
when you take everyone else's, when you are so self-absorbed that everyone's accomplishments is somehow your accomplishment. Somehow
And
you get to glean off this. Somehow you get to be the front face of this. And you're right, it was very selfish of Cash Patel to do that because you know what the media image is for the administration you work with. You know the controversy that it should stir up. You know that. People are your ops are looking for ways to make you look bad. So you didn't even it didn't even occur to you. That means the whole time you were banking in your head that I'm going to go in there. I'm going to go in there. And it's like not take 1 second to be like, "Wait, let me party with the boys after, you know, I don't want to take their thunder. They're going to talk about this, you know. And if I do go in there, I'm not going to be professional about it. You know, the way Obama went into locker rooms, he was professional. He didn't look like a frat boy. He he showed some self-respect. I'm not going to
it was
be chugging
decorum.
beer looking like I haven't looking like it's the first time at a freshman party on a fucking college campus. You're not the gold medal winner. Party like that on someone, and that's another thing. You went on American taxpayer dime and did that after you've already complained out loud that federal employees, especially FBI employees, were abusing taxpayer funds to travel here, to go there. What are you doing? Also, what are you doing when you're not doing any of your work? What arrests have you made? Especially in this Epstein case. What headway? You lie under oath in front of Congress. You suck at your fucking job. That's another reason why this became such a headway because you have no accomplishments of your own in this position. There's nothing the media can say that's good about you. You haven't done anything. You literally got picked because you're an idiot and you will say just yes to anything. It's not because you're talented at your job. It's not because, you can figure and solve crime. No. If you did, you would be able to at least go around and say, we arrested this person, we arrested that person, this person's connected. None of that. So you're a fucking official. You're a loser partying with the winners. So it's just a bad look. It's just nasty. And the fact that you didn't even apologize you couldn't even say in your rebuttal that I do apologize for taking away the attention from the team winning. That wasn't my goal. But instead, it's just, of course, I'm celebrating with my country. Of course, yeah, it's all about you. Of course, what you're doing. It's just bad tact, and it's just a representation of what's going on overall. That there's teenagers at the helm, people who haven't developed past like 19 years old.
There was
Like,
no decorum in what he was doing. You're the FBI director, and I get it, right? It's a cool moment. Let's have some. Let's have some. Maybe we wear a suit. Maybe we wear a button up. Maybe we dress somewhat professional
well,
in other nations.
he's the least serious FBI director I think this country's ever seen. You
Guys,
go to podcast,
let,
you
let,
dress in your jeans. Like, I don't want to see my FBI director looking like he's a fucking couch potato.
guys, can we be honest? I've never knew any FBI director ever besides him.
Because you want to
Never
know
knew him.
what? You're not really supposed to.
Never knew him.
It's supposed to be a position that's in the background handling serious shit. Making
Very
sure
serious shit.
you, me, and everyone else we know are safe from very serious crime that can happen towards American citizens. He is supposed to be like overlooking the entire country. So most FBI directors are not out partying. And if they are, you don't hear about it because they're fucking smarter than him. They have very serious jobs. Name another high official in any other country that made themselves look like a fool at any sporting. I can't think of one like this. We've seen them celebrate. We've seen them talk shit. We have never seen them chug like looking like a disgusting 20-year-old. And like I said, you're not the athlete. You didn't win anything. So you should not be partying like that in front of the camera with them. So you're not supposed to fucking know the FBI director. You can Google that you're fucking. You should. He should not be more famous than the fucking hockey team. So it's weird. It's just weird, and
It's
I don't blame the hockey team at all. You won the gold. You would party with anyone who would be in that room. They would have partied with anyone. They're not going to sit and think in the heat of the moment. Wait, this is the FBI director, or oh no, I don't want to rub elbows with these people. They're in the episode. You're not thinking like that. You're just celebrating. So it just sucks that they got wrapped up into the bullshit because they deserve to have the full attention on their win and not people being ilked, like being creeped out by Cash Patel. He stole their thunder.
it's
And
it's
then
just
fucking fed the
unfortunate.
McDonald's at the White House. It's just so gross. That's what you feed professional athletes who won a fucking Olympic gold medal. You find the cheapest food you can find and feed that to them.
Listen, I'll say this too.
It's
That's the
disgusting.
standard now. Whoever wins the NHL Stanley Cup, whoever wins the NBA Cup, whoever wins, the next Super Bowl, if they decide to go to the White House, they better be fed McDonald's too. That's the standard that we've set. That if you're going to the White House, this is the food you're gonna get, which is
And you know that
unfortunate.
there's professional athletes that don't touch that shit. Some still eat that, but a lot of them don't.
Yeah,
They,
because their
they have
body
their
is their
own chef
temple.
that will make their own fucking cheeseburgers with grade A meat. Like, what is this McDonald's shit you're feeding? You think if Tom Brady went to the fucking White House, he'd touch that goddamn Big Mac?
Hell no. He'd have his own fucking grass smoothie in his hand.
Like, it's just, like I said, just a lack of respect, a lack of reverence, a lack of just like decorum. You're the White House. You feed diplomats well when they come there. You feed the staff well when they're working there. You feed state heads of state well. You can't feed your own American citizens who just did something, a historical event. You can't feed them better. That's how they look at them. You're just a fucking citizen that I have to entertain for the sake of the press. Eat your fucking McDonald's and shut the fuck up.
Not even Chick-fil-A. Not even Chick-fil-A.
Not even Chick-fil-A. It's just sad that such a hockey's such a team sport, guys. It really is. It's really one of the best. It's one of the best brotherhoods in all sports, and just it gets shitted on and shitted on and shitted on, and it just never stops.
Yeah, and this whole situation didn't really help. The NHL is trying to expand. It's trying to bring in a newer audience, a younger audience, maybe a more diverse audience, and you have this going on. It's just like, and no fault to them, but
No,
it just rubs people the wrong way, and you're in a position where you need to grow. You're not the NFL. You can't afford the bad press. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just weird. It's just fucked up. But fuck Cash Patel.
Yo, fuck Cash,
fuck
bro.
Cash Patel.
Fuck Cash Patel, bro. Piece of shit. Fucking up yours, bro. That guy he's ugly too. Can we just say it? He's ugly. He's
Very
ugly.
Disgusting
He's
looking.
ugly.
Listen, I'm no drop dead smoke show, but he's disgusting.
You look way better than Cash Patel.
I'm
please. Stop.
you look way better than Cash
Way
Patel.
better.
I look. I'm
Oh
a
no,
fucking
my
4
dog.
compared to
But
him.
my dog before she
I'm a
died
4
looked
compared to
better
him. I'm a
than
fucking
Cash
20.
Patel.
My
No, it's
fucking
just sad
dead
to know
aunt
that we're not
sister,
safe.
twice removed, looks fucking better than Cash Patel. And she's all sticking bones right
Like
now.
I just feel like we're
Who's
not
like that one?
safe with him. We're not safe. He's not a serious person. Our enemies don't look at Cash. If our enemies don't look at Cash Patel and be like, "Oh, he's serious about his job." Like no, you. I'm sure he probably doesn't read half his emails.
No.
He probably doesn't even wake up early.
No.
It's probably spends more time listening to podcasts than reading reports, reading
Has
briefings,
chips next to his
managing
bedside.
shit.
You know what I mean? Just chip bags and like fucking bubblegum wrappers. You know what I mean? He
I,
probably lives like a frat.
I,
And like 7-Eleven drinks and like
I
probably
think
doesn't
he's
change the
watching the NFL
sheets.
Network. I think he's watching the NHL Network, watching how this being like. That could have been me.
And also
Could've
there were
been there.
reports that supposedly Donald Trump had to like reprimand him for that. Like after the backlash came, Like there's reports that he asked him like, "Why did you do that? Like you're not. Why did you look like that?" I don't know if they're actually true, but it was going around on X that
Yo,
Trump
bro,
was like,
you were at the Olympics, bro. That's
he
fucking
wasn't.
dope, bro. Let's go, son. Yo, you were partying with them? I wish I could have been there, bro. Hey, bro, listen, you can't do that shit again, though. All right, cool. All right, go back to your work. All right, peace
That's
out, bro.
exactly
Peace.
how the
That's the fucking
conversation pretty much
conversation,
went. Because
and that's our
because if
nation's
it did
leaders.
happen, it's more of I'm the one that should have been there partying, not you. You can't be more famous than I am. You can't be getting all the camera than I. Well, I should not be answering about you. None of my staff should be answering questions about you.
Mhm. Yep. Yep. Well, chat. It's time to get into. I think this is gonna be one of the best cards of the year for the UFC. You
Is this
wanna-
UFC talk?
we're in UFC land right now.
This is quick, little UFC talk.
This is a little UFC talk. Not little because these are some big fucking fights. Let me tell you, light heavyweight, these are some big boys, Jess. These boys ain't little.
This card is fucking
I'm sure.
disgusting.
This
But
card's
I'm gonna
disgusting.
pause, and you guys can go on the. I'll be listening, but I will be. I'm gonna
You're
take
coming
this
back, Jess.
as a pee
You're coming
break.
back.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm coming back.
Yo,
I
real
just don't
talk,
have nothing
Jess.
to
You gotta
contribute
start
to this
staying for
UFC
our
talk.
UFC talks. I feel away. You just leave. You get up and leave like a dad getting milk.
That's
I
because
feel
that's
sad.
because look, the UFC. But I'm still listening. I have my headphones. So I just feel like because I don't watch UFC as much as I used to with you guys, and I don't know it as well, I don't have much to contribute. I don't want to be one of those people who just want to talk when I don't know what the fuck I'm talking
Who
about.
sits in the corner? No, you can sit in the corner. That's why they make the chair
Yeah,
in the corner of the hotel
but
room for you.
we're not in a hotel room.
The,
I'm at
the,
my house, and I need to pee, and I feel like
it's the
now's a
chair
good
with the desk and the
time
one
to
lamp.
take a pee break while you guys start the UFC talk, and I will jump in. I'm listening. I just have my screen off because I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Lewis. She is a strong, independent black woman. She can do what she wants.
Woo!
Thank you.
With brown blonde hair.
With brown blonde hair.
No, this is brown, brown, brown.
Did you just? My
No,
hair's
bro.
not brown. What are you
Yellow.
talking about?
We went
Black, whatever you
we're,
are.
we're not doing this
My
again.
hair
We're
is
not doing this again.
black.
We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. Just go
It
pee.
was a
We're not doing this again.
mistake.
Yo, my hair.
Just
It
go
was a
pee. We're not doing this
mistake.
My
again.
hair and this is the same color.
It was a
Just go pee.
mistake.
Just go
I
pee.
meant to
Just
say
go
black
pee.
hair for you.
Yo,
But you know what I
just
meant.
come on,
go
son.
pee.
No, I didn't.
go pee.
I feel away.
Just go pee.
Words
Just
matter.
Just mute and go pee.
Words matter, Jess. Words fucking matter. Okay, but you know what is gonna matter? This UFC 327 card, chat. This fucking card matters. Let me tell you, this card from
This is
top to
disgusting.
bottom is a fucking really good card. They got some really good fights on here. They got. Let's just start from the top.
They have Kevin Gastelum and Vincent Luque on the prelims.
Yeah, they do. They got
On
the unks here.
early prelims.
On the early prelims, they got Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker, right? You got Kevin Holland on this card. You got Josh Hockett moving
Johnny
all
Walker
the way up.
not in the desert, so who knows how that's gonna go?
Who knows how's that gonna go? He's in the fucking
Yo.
sandy beaches of Miami. You got fucking Josh Hockett
He's
taking
a
off
city.
number 4 Curtis Blades in the heavyweight division. You got Esteban Ribovic getting a shot at Mateusz Gamrot. You got Manuel Torres about to slime out Beneil Dariush and fucking retire him. You got Josh Van defending his title against Tatsuro Taira, which is gonna be a decent scrap. And then you got the fucking main event. You got Yuri Prohaska taking on Carlos Ulberg for the newly vacant
The
light heavyweight title after Alex.
Alex Wilson,
Yeah, what's his name again? Poatan.
Pereira.
Alex Pereira vacated the title, and he's probably moving up to heavyweight to fight who? We don't know yet, but he is going to be a heavyweight fighter, trying to go for that third title, that unforeseen third title in the UFC, which would be fantastic. But this fight right here, it's tough. It's tough for me to call, chat, and I'll tell you why. When you look at Yuri Prohaska's record in the UFC, you see only 2 blemishes on his UFC record. Both of those blemishes are to Alex Pereira. Every other fight, he has either finished them or submitted them. Then you got Carlos Ulberg, right? Good fighter. Really good fighter. But can I just say it, chat? You're going to decisions with Jan Blachowicz. You go into decisions with Ozdemir, right? I'm not going to lie, chat. You KO Dominic Reyes, but who hasn't, right? I feel like Yuri would have slimed all those boys out. Yuri did slime Ozdemir out. Slimed him out in 2. Yuri didn't face Jan Blachowicz yet. He probably would have slimed him out in 2. Probably would have. For being honest. Yuri only loses to Alex Pereira. Now that Alex Pereira isn't there, he's going to get this one done. I feel like he's going to knock out Carlos Ulberg. I feel like Carlos Ulberg likes to make fights too fucking pretty. I feel like Carlos Ulberg isn't the same level of fighter as Alexander. Keep fucking trying to say Volkanovski. Fucking Pereira.
Oh.
Fucking, he's not the same fighter as Alex Pereira, right? He does have a similar-ish style to where he tries to control the range and tries to, pepper with those outside leg kicks. But I think, and in the words of Joe Rogan, Yuri's a marauder. He's a savage. He's going to go forward. He's going to put mustard on you. He's a marauder. He's going to go forward. This guy is a savage. I truly believe that Yuri Prochazka is the champion of this division. When I keep doing it again. Alex Pereira isn't there. But I just believe that in my heart of hearts because Yuri has only lost to him. Every other fighter slimes him out. Slimes out. Everybody's getting slimed out by Yuri. But only when it's Alex, right? And I don't think Carlos Ulberg is that level of a fighter to where he's just going to slime out Yuri. I don't see it. I think, maybe in the first round, it becomes a little tough. But I think Yuri picks the pace, starts going forward, starts pressing real forward, and starts to land some good shit and then KOs him in the second round. That's what I think is going to happen. Is it a tough prediction? I would love to see the odds on this fight to see who's favored. I would think that Yuri be favored, but not by much.
He probably would be.
I don't think by much, though. I don't think he's a 2-1. I think he's maybe like a minus 150. Maybe. Then maybe Ulberg's like a plus, like
120, 135.
Right? Something like that.
110. It'd be 110, 120, 120. 135 is big.
Yeah. This is how close of a fight we're talking. But I think Yuri, man, he's different. He's different. I think he slimes out these boys at light heavyweight if you're not Alex Pereira. I just think he slimes all of them out. And he has slimed everybody out. Khalil Roundtree gets slimed out. Jamal Hill gets slimed out. Who else do we want to talk about getting slimed out? And yes, I'm saying slimed out unironically. Don't come at me, chat. Please don't come at me. Slimes out Roundtree. Slimes out Hill. Slimes out Rakic. Slimes out Teixeira in 5 rounds. Slimes out Reyes and Ozdemir. Slimes out all these guys. He's just better.
I mean, look, I'll say this, right? I think we're in agreement. Yuri's probably the best fighter in this division when Alex Pereira is not the champion. Right? I don't think there's any much better than him, Alen Kalayev, when he fights. If he fights, who knows? But Yuri's he's a different beast. His style is so different. Ulberg's never seen that style nor faced it. And it's a unique experience when you face it for the first time. And I just think the pressure that Yuri will have on Ulberg will force him to fight. And if that exchange happens, Yuri wins 9 times out of 10. And I say 9 times out of 10 because Yuri can't get caught. We've seen it. That being said, Alex Pereira knocks out everybody. So that's the only blemish. But Yuri does sometimes get caught and does get hit a lot. And Ulberg does hit hard. But, like you said, Ulberg kind of wants a slow-paced fight. He wants to drag it out. He wants to win on scorecards. Maybe he'll get a takedown here and there. But even on the ground, Yuri's better. On the feet, Yuri's better. The only issue is if Yuri will get caught, but I feel like in this situation, Yuri will catch Oberg more times than Oberg will catch him. Just based on style, stance, and like pressure, Yuri's gonna be all over Oberg. It's close, but I just think because of Yuri's unique style and his training, just the fact that he's the more better technical fighter in this fight than Oberg, I think he's most likely going to win. I think it's not Alex Pereira, and when it's not Alex Pereira, Yuri wins dominantly. And I don't see Oberg giving him that much of a struggle. And if he does, I give credit to Oberg because he's a very good technical fighter. But when Yuri faces a technical fighter, they get thrown off. And that's where Yuri takes advantage of it. So I feel like in this situation, Yuri just kind of has the better situation right now, and is the better fighter overall, and has more power and has more of an ability to strike with Oberg, and is better on the ground than Oberg. I think in all aspects, Yuri is just a little bit better, but Oberg is not that far up. But Yuri's just a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. And then you have the co-main event. You have Joshua Van defending his flyweight title for the first time after beating Alexander Pantoja in the first round. And then you got Tatsuro Taira, who's coming off a KO win against Brandon Moreno, who is a grappling specialist, who has some pop in the feet. This is a tough fight. Because on one hand, I really love Tatsuro Taira's grappling. Ooh, excuse me. I think that he has really good grappling. But why do I feel like Josh Van could slime him out? I don't know, Jim. I don't know. This is tough. This is a tough fight, chat. This honestly might be as close to a 50-50 as I would get too. Like both of these fights are going to be tough to judge. Just, off of first impressions and picking a winner. I'd lean Tatsuro Taira because I believe in his ground game, but I would not be surprised if fucking Josh Van just shucks him off and then starts ripping shots to the body as he's pressing him up against the cage and starts piecing him up. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if Josh Van is able to put that kind of mustard on Tatsuro Taira because Tatsuro's striking defense is not that good. It's not. He's not that well-versed in the striking. He's well-versed in the grappling. But once it gets to striking, you kind of lose him. Kind of lose him a little bit. So if he's able to implement his grappling, that would be the best thing for him. But I don't know if he's going to be able to get it off because he has to get it there. Now, granted, he could try to back him up, eat a shot here and there, and then just try to get to the clinch and then try to get his back from there, which I think is possible. For me right now, I think, the fight card's in April. I need a bit more time to really think about it. I need a bit more time. Just a little bit.
I think, and I'll say this, I think it's also a hard fight to predict right now. Joshua Van, from what I can remember, because it's been a while, I always remembered him never really being on the ground. And I think his takedown defense is actually pretty decent. I don't really remember anybody ever taking him down and keeping him on the ground for a long time. And I think on the feet, he's obviously better on the feet than he is on the ground. But I feel like he's a better fighter on the feet. That being said, if he could snuff Taira, I feel like he's a better striker. He'll just catch him. You catch him more. It's a very weird fight because it's whoever can get whoever can get their strength going first. I feel like will win this fight quicker.
Mm-hmm.
If it gets to the ground more often and more quickly during the round, I feel Taira can keep him on the ground longer and get him into submission. If Joshua Van can snuff 2 or 3 takedowns early and make this a standing up fight, Joshua Van could win. And so it's really going to come down to that. Whoever can kind of play into their strengths better, because that's where Taira's he's not a striker. really not. He's a ground guy. Yeah, I mean, he's more in the clinch. Yeah, I mean, it's whoever can get to their strength first, realistically. It's whoever can get whoever. If Taylor's gonna get a takedown in the first minute of a round, he can't allow Joshua Van to be on the feet. He can't. So, yeah, I feel, but Joshua Van's takedown defense is pretty good. It's at 81%. That's pretty good. What's Taylor's average takedowns per fight?
It's very 6'7". It's up in the air, Jim. It's fucking super 6'7"
He averages
right now.
three. He averages 3 takedowns per fight. He doesn't land significant strikes. Great on the ground, Jim.
This is the big
eight
fucking,
wins by submission.
Yeah,
8
like,
first-round finishes.
It's one of those things where it's like, this is the typical. This is what the UFC is all about. You got a boxer over here, and then you got a grappler. Who's gonna be the ultimate fighter, right? Like this is what the UFC was kind of built on back in the day. So this is 100%. What this fight's gonna be. Whoever can
Joshua Van, if he would have fought Vantoja, we probably would have seen what he could do against the ground game, but we didn't.
We didn't because he fucking broke his arm. That motherfucker just broke his arm, just falling. He just fell to the ground and broke his arm. Fuck me. Well, now we'll never know what he could do. We'll never know. It's fun. We'll never know. But there was also a fight this weekend, or March 7th, I believe.
This weekend,
yes. Max Blessed Holloway takes on Charles do Bronx Oliveira for the BMF title. Chat. I don't know.
The only fight on the card. The only fight on the card.
Is it really? Is there nothing else for me to fucking get excited about?
You want to watch Corey Garbrandt against Zhao Long? You want to watch Dante Johnson against Doko Torovic? How about Cody Durham versus Nigel Marjal Temenda Nemiral from Mongolia?
Nope.
It was on the early prelims.
Yeah, this fight
Jesus
card's pretty
Aguilar
shit.
against Sudamera.
Fight card's pretty shit. Drew Dober's fighting. That's interesting. Drew Dober's fighting.
That's cool.
Rob Font, he's Puerto Rican. Like that. You got Reina de Ritter on here. I mean, yeah. Just looking at it initially, this fight card looks like pretty shit.
Listen, main card, not bad. Prelims and early prelims, maybe we start watching 8 o'clock. Or 9 o'clock. Maybe we start watching 9 o'clock. Maybe.
Yeah. It might be that. Respectfully. But with the main event, it's tough for me to score or like think about it. I'm leaning Max Holloway, but then, Oliveira's fucking strong at lightweight, dude. He's strong as shit. And in the clinch, he's able to get a hold of you. He's able to kind of wrestle you to the ground. All of a sudden, your striking don't mean anything because you're on the ground, right? Like, all of a sudden, your boxing ain't shit because you're not on the feet, right? But then the boxing of Max Holloway's so good on the feet to where can he kind of neutralize, the effectiveness of what, Oliveira wants to do in the ground game. It's very fucking tricky, chat. I'm leaning Holloway, but I still don't know who I'm going to pick. I still don't know. It's a tough-ass fight. It's really tough. I don't know who I'm going to go with.
At the end of the day, this is a great fight. This is 2 legends. It's going to be a scrap. It's going to be epic. I think it's just whoever comes better out of exchanges. Right? I feel like it's whoever can exchange better, get more combinations, is able to be, I guess, the better boxer. And they're both great boxers. Like, it's hard to really say who the better boxer is. They're both great. I think I'm with you. Oliveira is a bit better on the ground in the clinch than Holloway. But I feel like Holloway has more power. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if Holloway can catch... he's great, but he's susceptible to getting caught. And he has been caught in the past. And he likes being overzealous and Holloway's a smart fighter. He's an educated fighter who knows how to take advantage of those situations. It's tough because I think if both guys make one mistake, they'll take advantage of it, right? I feel like it doesn't have to be a perfect fight. I don't think it will be, but who's ever able to take advantage of more mistakes between the two of them, I feel like will win. I don't think this goes 5. I think it goes maybe 3.5 to 4. Somebody's getting caught. Somebody's getting slimed, but I think it's going to be really cool regardless. I think it's going to be a brawl either way. So I think it's going to be a really fun fight for a meaningless belt, but still a fun fight regardless. So I want to say Holloway because I feel like he'll get the better of exchanges and he'll just catch Charles being too aggressive at one point. And Charles, I know, just does not have the chin sometimes. But if he gets on the ground, Charles can submit him. He really could. I don't know. I feel like I think the head leans Holloway, the heart leans Oliveira. But I think you probably kind of lean towards Holloway a little bit.
Yeah, it's super tough, man. I mean, I can both of them win?
Can both of them? Can we have a tie? And
can we have a draw, break the belt? Please?
Can we WWE this to break the belt in half and say they're co-champions? Can we go to 2 different brands? Can we do UFC and then like CFU? You know what I mean? Right, Charles on the CFU brand, Oliveira's on the Holloway's on the UFC brand.
I can't have both of these guys. Like I can't. I want both of them to win. I can't. Oh, it hurts my heart.
You're gonna be a wreck watching this fight. I'll be on stream with you watching this fight. You're gonna be a wreck.
It hurts.
You're gonna be a wreck.
It's gonna hurt.
You're like, no, Charles, no, Max, no, Charles, no, keep fighting, no, don't go down.
No, don't slime him out, please. Oh no, he's sliming him out. No, no, don't put him on the ground. Don't choke him like that. Oh, I got my pick right, but at what cost? At what cost? At what cost? I don't know. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Also, by the way, on the recent picks that I just did, I went 11-2. Talk about it. Literally all I did, pick Mexican. They were in Mexico. Pick Mexicans to win. Brandon Moreno didn't get it done, but he fucking, Mexicans did a pretty good job.
Listen, when the card is trash, you pick whoever's on whatever flag the home side is on. If they're in Australia, you pick the Australian.
Mm-hmm.
They're in Mexico, you pick the Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
They're in Puerto Rico, you pick the Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Deadass. And I was like, I looked at this card. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? So I just went with favorites. And the favorites fucking cooked for me.
And that favorites, they cooked.
Oh, they've. I was on a 10-5 win streak at one point, man. I was cooking.
Listen, it was funny because the week prior, like 2 weeks ago, you were shit.
I was 6-7.
You were bad.
6 wins, 7 losses. I was fucking real up and down. The main card gave me hell. The prelims 5-3. Once the main card hit, I'm getting slimed out over here. I'm like,
you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Dead ass. Like, yo, we're getting slimed out over here, dude. Damn, you can't have shit. But yeah, man, this is a fun time for UFC right now. UFC has some good shit lined up. And the month of March for UFC is actually a really good month for them. Like, you have Holloway Oliveira, Emmett versus Vallejos, Evloev versus Murphy, and Adesanya Pfeiffer. You got some really good main events here. And you got some guys here who, potentially can make a little bit of a name here. Right? You got some good fighters on the card, Chad. You got some good fighters. Just saying, a good main event. So,
We're not even at the White House yet.
We're not even at the White House yet. We're not. Oh, and Moicano Duncan. Is that really a fight night? Ugh. Okay. April 4th. I'm not watching this fucking fight card. Ugh. What am I looking at? Ugh. How many? Ugh. This is disgusting. Oh, okay. This is going to be the worst fight card. Okay. The Burns versus Mallet. Yo, in April, besides April 11th, Prohaska versus Olberg, I ain't gonna lie, chat. It might be a stinker month in April, chat.
That's okay.
Might be a stinker
month.
That's
okay.
Chat.
You know why?
Why?
You know why? What's happening May 2nd, Lewis?
They're going back to Australia. They're going back to Perth. And what better way to bring in or go to Perth with having
What
the
a
guy
better way to wake up. What a better way to wake up.
than having
at
Jack
7 a.m.
Della Maddalena taking on Carlos Prates in the main event. That's 7 a.m.? Oh my gosh.
Are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay?
I'm going to have so much fun. I get to go to bed early. Oh, it's 7 a.m. the main card. I'm done by 10 a.m.
Yeah, but you have to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't give a fuck.
Listen, bro. I'll be off work. I get off at 3:30 on Saturday. I could join you right off work.
Let's fucking go.
Jess, you coming?
Let's go.
Jess, you gotta be there.
You gotta be
Jess,
there.
you gotta be there. Saturday, May 2nd, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Your mic's muted.
What's at 4 o'clock in the morning?
UFC, Perth. They're in Australia, so that's why.
No.
That's why. You got to be there.
Jess, I'll be getting off of work, right? I'll be zooming. I'll have some coffee. Lewis will just be getting up. It's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I can try, but I can't promise. That sounds like fun, but I don't know. That's a
Listen,
commitment.
the last, it's a big ask. I understand.
It's
the
a very
last-
big ask.
Yes.
The last fight won't go off till like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Could you see us in the morning?
I don't know
Maybe.
if I'll.
Could you see us in the morning? Do you make time for us
Yeah.
on Saturday morning?
But in order
Yeah,
to be
I just
on
don't know
the
if it's gonna be
stream,
4 a.m.
in order to be on the stream, you have to be watching the fight on Paramount. Have to be.
What else will we be watching it on?
I don't know. But you have to be actively watching the fight as we're all watching the fight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I know what you mean. Okay. I'll try. I don't know if it's gonna be at 4 a.m.
Oh no. That's when I'm gonna be there, cause streaming. I'm gonna be done by 12
swear to
a.m.
God-
Chat.
I
I'm gonna be
swear
done by
to
12
God.
p.m.
I swear to God, if we get somebody in the chat not from the United States or from the United States watching, they're a Chad.
Oh, of course,
We have to super fan them.
of course, yeah. I'm gonna make him a
If they're up
moderator.
at 4 in the morning, make them a moderator. If they're up at 4 in the morning watching our live stream for UFC at May 2nd, we're moderating them.
It's gonna be
wherever
so
they want.
fire. Oh, that's gonna be great. You know what?
So we're gonna moderate Beanish.
Yeah, Beanish is gonna be there.
Yeah.
Beanish, are you gonna be there at 4 a.m. on a Saturday morning? In the chat, typing away because we got.
I mean,
UFC
maybe
there.
maybe we will get some viewers because people are gonna be looking for that.
Oh yeah, people. Yeah, because on that other side
UFC
of the world,
live
it's like
stream,
it's
whatever.
like 6 p.m. It's 6 p.m. Shit's lit over there. They're fucking. They've been had their day. We're just getting started.
Listen, we're gonna know what they feel like. For one day, we get to know what they feel.
Yeah, son. When they had cards in China, the card would start at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't
you
get.
imagine?
I didn't get up to the main card. Time zone difference would go crazy. It is gonna go crazy. May 2nd, fucking Jack Della Maddalena versus Carlos Prates in the main event of UFC Australia, and that man, that's a fucking great fight night. That's a great fight night. That's a great main event. Love it. Love it a lot. 7 a.m. Oh, now they're saying 7 a.m. Eastern. Oh, yeah, 7 a.m. Eastern for the main card. Okay, there we go. I love it. I'm all for it. I'm here for it, chat. And I hopefully you guys are here for it. And if you guys don't have anything else to say, I'm all good. Anything else we want to bring up before we get out of here?
It's
No.
March.
It's March.
That can only mean one thing.
Madness.
Don't ask me who's gonna win because I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no. All I know is that St. John has 22 wins and they're pretty good. That's all I know, and they're ranked. Where are they ranked? 15th. They're 15th in the nation.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll go St. John's. Fuck it, because I'm a homer.
Yeah, St. John's. I'm not gonna think too hard about this.
And if they don't, Rick Pitino, get the fuck out of there. He can't build a winner, Chad. He can't do it.
He's not a marauder.
Well, that's going to do it for us, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And this has been Lewis.
Thanks.
We have Jess over there. We have Thomas Shelby joining us as always. And we have Daniel. And we are signing out as the Get Back. We will see you guys during the week. We're going to have some videos, have some shorts coming out. I will be here for Tuesday night stream with Jess or with not Jess. But I'll be here. And Thursday.
Oh, Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get off of work. Oh, I work in the evening, but I can join in. I get home.
What time you going to get home?
I don't know. I have to look at my schedule.
Look, okay. So Jess will look, and and she'll be here or she won't be. But I'll be here.
I won't
I'll be
be
talking
here.
to chat. Daniel,
I'll be working.
He'll be working.
He'll be in the chat.
He'll be working for Waste Management. Period. Clock that.
That's right.
Getting some guys out of here.
Putting boxes on shelves.
Period.
Gotta put some boxes away. You know what I'm saying?
And by boxes, he means bodies. Not playing.
Yeah, we love some heavy stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for us. Thank you, guys. And we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace out.